Hello, hello, we are live. The party is indeed started, Caper, welcome in, as well as Michael Knight, Not Hunter, Flamentic, Coles, and Chumon. Welcome in everybody that joined early. You guys are fantastic. Let's see, let me go ahead and get the vertical booting up here. But today's gonna be a good one. I'm excited for this run. How are you doing, Flamentic? Jolteon is your favorite of the OG trio. Very nice. Okay, there we go. And vertical format is now live. Gonna pop out the chat. I like to put them next to each other so I can see everybody chatting at the same time. Awesome. Hi, El Grillo. How are you? Hi, Matt. Well, hello to you as well, Michael Knight. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Gyarados as we get going here. So Gyarados in Gen 1 is insanely good. However, Gyarados in yellow version is not as good as Gyarados in red and blue, which we can go over right now. So for base stats, Gyarados has a base HP of 95, a base attack of 125, which is going to be a nice stat to have right out the gate. It has a 79 in defense. It has a shared special in Gen 1 of 100 and a speed of 81. So I'm really optimistic about those stats. They're looking really nice. The problem with yellow is they removed the starting moves from Gyarados. So Gyarados, instead of having Bite, Dragon Rage, Leer, and Hydro Pump that it would have in red and blue, instead it has only Tackle. So that is a serious downgrade. I think if it didn't have that problem, it genuinely could be like top of S tier, like insanely good, which would be like awesome. But alas, it does not. It has a very unfortunate tackle only starting moveset. However, with the base stats, I think Brock won't be too bad. Caper, you are the first one in vertical, and Ashvay, welcome in. W Stream, thank you. They nerfed my boy. They really did. It is the Water Onyx. It's Water Onyx if Onyx was good. The stats don't even compare. The good news is that with that awesome attack stat, we can get Body Slam to take advantage of that, as well as Bite at level 20. Dragon Rage probably won't be that useful at 25. Let's see, what else we get? We get Water Gun and Bubble Beam pretty early, which are awesome with that higher special stat, since it's not split. As well as Ice Beam and Blizzard, very good for the Elite Four, and Thunderbolt and Thunder. Gyarados notably does not get Rock Slide or Earthquake or anything like that for physical moves in Gen 1. It's mostly going to be a special attacker, with the exception of Body Slam, is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that we're going to want Mimic, and I think we want to avoid going up against Jolteon. Jolteon is our nightmare with that Water Flying type, but I have pretty good faith in this thing. Hey, Sean Simpson, how you doing? It's Water Shenron, absolutely. Water Ekans. I love that. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our tier list here, as we can move everything over. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so for the tier list so far, we're looking pretty good as far as the A tier. We have a lot of Pokemon in A tier. If we can get Gyarados in S tier, I'm going to be really happy about that. Just because we want the best of the best to make it to that S tier. So far in S tier, we only have Ghastly, Gengar, Clefable, Snorlax, and who's the last one? Let me go over to my other screen here. Vaporeon. So I knew there were 4. So we have the 4 in S tier so far. Gyarados might be a 5th entry there. Otherwise, it's going to fall into that really full A tier, which I don't want to happen. We do have some Pokemon coming up on the wheel that could be like literally D and F tier. So I want this to be an S tier so that we can spread out the Pokemon a little bit. Go Gyarados! I'm excited for it. He may be A tier. Indeed. It very much depends on how much Tackle can do to Brock. That's going to be the big difference here of like how it's going to place. I'm hoping that like at level 13-ish, even though it only has Tackle, we might be able to beat Brock. It looks like we might have some ads running for everybody as we get going here. So hopefully those aren't too disruptive. Let me go ahead and just make sure I'm all set up in the meantime while we get going here. So, well, I need my timer set up. Otherwise, looking pretty okay. Let me jump over and get my timer set up. Oh, not that one. It's my live split timer. There we go. Okay. And controller is on. We are live. You're betting B or C tier? That's crazy, Michael Knight. No way. This thing's gonna be way better than that. This thing is gonna be insanely good. I'm just hoping. I am just hoping. All right. Testing the timer. Everything's looking good. Testing the controller. Sweet. We are live. We are good. All right. So this is gonna be our first playthrough. We're still gonna do 2 today, as per the normal format, since this is gonna be a pretty good performing Pokemon, well-performing Pokemon, whatever the correct grammar is there. I'm thinking that for the most part, we'll always be doing 2 runs. Some Pokemon might be so bad we have to do them in separate weeks for the runs. We'll have to see how that goes. But let's get into this. Let's get some testing for Brock to see if we can get by at a reasonable level. So I'm clicked in. 3, 2, 1. Let's freaking go. What I'm worried about is if we need more levels for Brock for this first one, we are a slow growth rate for Gyarados. So that is not very promising. So if you have to level, it's going to take extra long. There's our boy Gyarados. Very nice. Okay, so we are going to have a follower sprite. This one was the most difficult to create because Gyarados is way too big for a 16 by 16 sprite. I was trying to figure out how to make it work. I think I got it to look pretty good. Let's go ahead and name Gyarados. Let's name this Shenron. I feel like that's a good name. Let's name this Shenron. It's the water Shenron today. I believe that is correct spelling. Perfect. I'm going to set its stats. I'll be nicknaming the HM users and Gyarados here for this run, just for funsies. The second run, we don't nickname just to get maximum speed. Or minimum speed. Whatever you want to say. You have to train some more since your rival and you are fighting tonight. Very nice. You appreciate me though. Thank you, Flamentic. That's very kind of you. Let me get the stats updated real quick. Really quick, let me jump into my software so I can see our stats. What was our DV? We actually have a 15 attack DV, which is crazy good. Very nice. That's awesome that we literally got a perfect attack DV right off the bat. That is a good sign. Making sure I am all frozen values saved. Everything is good to go. Okay. All right. So we only have tackle, but let's get into it. Gets wrecked by a Jolteon. Yeah, we're not going to be facing Jolteon. Luckily, we have a choice on which starter to pick. We'll always be trying to figure out which starter will be the best, which of the evolutions will be the best for us to go up against. There we go. We got our little Gyarados follower sprite. There he is, ladies and gents. It's Gyarados. Look at him in all his glory. He's fantastic. Ah! Got to do a little show and tell on this first playthrough here. We're going to need a lot of levels. However, I will not be fighting the rival on Route 22. I don't want to fight that Jolteon. That thing scares me way too much. Ashbay once put a Gyarados on level 50 Muck in daycare and got level 100 Charizard? Oh, really? Fascinating. What game was that in? Okay, the sand attacks are stacking up. Not worth. Not worth. Bum, 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 bum. Got our little Gyarados friend. I love seeing the little follower sprites. Like I said, Gyarados was a real difficult one to figure out how to fit in that little tiny square, because you do not get a lot of space for Gen 1 sprites. At least follower sprites. They are very small files. Okay. Sand Attack, my bane. Yes, Sand Attack is one of the worst things to happen in Gen 1. It's the worst. Is Pokemon Gold? You're not even kidding? That's fascinating. I'm kind of want to research that. Hey, Colton, how you doing? Welcome in. Fighting Raticate, and I'm holding your pet rat Splinter. Very nice. Very nice. You mean the Rattatas here on Route 1? I didn't know you had a pet rat, Michael Knight. That's awesome. Yeah, Rattata, you're good. All good. I am knocking out the Pokemon on this early route. I think I will be continuing to do so because we will need to get to level 13-ish at least, I expect, with Tackle only. But let's go ahead and buy our Pokeball for Pidgey. Oop, our 8 potions to use up our money, a couple of antidotes, and a Paralyze Heal. That gets us all stocked up for basically all the way through the mid-game. And we can get past this guy. I will be fighting probably every trainer in Viridian Forest. It just makes sense to do so instead of Blackout training, because we're probably going to just beat the Light Years trainer first try every time, I would assume. We actually don't do a lot with our tackles, which I don't love. But we will, I think, be consistent enough. We also have a decent crit chance. I didn't look up what the exact crit chance was. It scales with speed, though, and we're decently fast. So that's going to also help us out for Brock. Nice, level 7. Okay, let's hustle over here. I will go ahead and potion up just in case, since we can only tackle. Hey, Bulbasaurus, how you doing? Can we raid this guy called JBoss64? We can, if you remind me at the end. I can get that set up. We will be going for a little while longer. Well, quite a while longer. We got 2 runs still to do. So it won't be for a minute, Bulbasaurus, but welcome in. By the way, do you have 4 turtles with bandanas? The Ninja Turtles. Tackle for Brock hurts? Yes, it does, indeed. It's no fun. I shouldn't be going and getting that potion beforehand. We don't need to do that. That's extra steps, but I can take those out in the next one. Okay, the Harden and missing Tackle, not my favorite thing. Dang, Tackle with 95% accuracy. The early battles are easy. It's just holding the turbo buttons, because all we can do is tackle. It's all we can do. Colton's back. Indeed, he is. Overlay is dope. TBF, thank you so much. I created, with a little bit of help from Speedrunner and previous experience. Oops, we only have struggle left. That is good to know. We actually should leave. We need to run. But yeah, a little bit of help from Speedrunner0218, and as well as Scott Slots just using their overlays and my experience with those. I learned how to create my own version of that, which is awesome. And yeah, I really like how the Pokemon cards look and the overlay. It is also in a vertical format if you want to check out both of them, which I actually did not put in. Oh! I didn't even realize my card was the enemies. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Gibson, for pointing that out. That should be on our Gyarados for the most part. I do have a hotkey set up to switch those if we want to. But let me get this set up. I'm going to put a chat real quick. Streaming in full screen format. Check out the channel page to see both streams. Thanks for watching. Sorry if the music was a little bit funny there. So my hotkeys are tied to typing. But I need to put that on the vertical chat, just so everybody on the vertical can come join us here on the full screen if they would like. Chumon, thank you for making it in. Can you name the Squirtle after me? Cole, we can do that when we get there. Just you might have to remind me, because I will be having a lot of things in my mind going through one of these speedruns. Let's resume. Metapod and Sand Attack would destroy speedruns. Yeah, they definitely slow us down significantly. Also, the fact that we can't get all the way through the forest just with tackles because of those things really is a bummer. It's a real bummer. I'm not going to knock these out for now. I want to find a Pidgey first if I can. Pidgey. Oh, Pidgey. I'm going to look right now for a Pidgey. We want to do that before we level up too much, because then we're going to just start knocking out Pidgeys real easy. And I don't love that. I guess we just start at least knocking out the Caterpies, get the experience from those. Come on, Pidgey. Come on, Pidgey. There's a Pidgey. Ooh, but do we knock it out in one hit? If we crit, we do. If we crit, we do. We got to get a flyer, though. We got to get that flyer. Come on, Pidgey. There's probably a better way to do this. areas where there's more Pidgeys. I don't love the situation we're in, though. Okay, luckily this is the first run. We're just gonna fight this guy. We're gonna keep going. We'll figure out the Pidgey later. Hey Matt, do you have another creator promotion section in your Discord? Yes, I do, Michael Knight. There is a section there I just added for sharing anybody else on YouTube, whether it's your own content or other Pokemon creators' content. Feel free to drop it in that section of the Discord. I think it's just called Creator Sharing is the channel, I believe. Okay, that should be perfect. Let's catch this thing. Who is going to be Pidgey? Yes, Pidgey. Let's see. Who is going to be our Pidgey? Finally, no vertical. Lol, I'm still on the phone, but I can set it down. Oh, great. That's why I do both formats, Lobster Lincoln, specifically for that. I know some people prefer one or the other, but I'm glad that you are here. Let's go ahead and name this Pidge. Sure thing, Sean. That's a great one. For you, I'll name it Pidge. Like this, I believe. Yep, perfect. Pidge, in honor of Sean. Trying to drop a video I made of my rat. Very nice. I'd love to see it. We do have a Discord linked in the description, by the way, as well as I believe that we have some people that are already in that Discord, but I could share a link to that if anybody else would like to join. Just talking about all things Pokemon and nerddom. It's a great place to hang out. Okay, so we got the potion. We got to beat this guy. That does mean with a little bit of random encounters, we're going to be roughly, I think, level 11 getting to Brock, which I don't think is high enough, because we still have to beat the Light Years trainer. So I'm going to go ahead and use up the rest of my tackles right now before we leave the forest so that I can get as much experience as possible. And then I'll go beat the Light Years trainer and then come back and keep training until we hit 13. I think 13 is the earliest we're going to have a chance to beat Brock because we have very limited moves and we're going to be tackling into Bide, which is rough. Actually, you like the vertical? I'm glad. I like to have both formats because some people prefer to watch on mobile on the vertical format, which is why I have it all specially designed to look nice over there too. You can't donate. YouTube won't let you. Colton, oh no. What's going on? I hope that sorts itself out. All good though. All good. I'm just glad that you're here, honestly. Colton reached YouTube's donation limit. That might be the case. That might indeed be the case. Colton has been going crazy. Colton is the GOAT of all donations on this this channel. He's crazy. There you go, Gyarados, buddy. Okay, let's go beat the Light Years trainer and then farm up until we hit level 13. I will drop a save just in case. I don't think there's any chance here. You have a different account? Colton's about to go crazy. And easy win. Yeah, that's what I was thinking would happen. Light Years trainer's way too easy to beat, and we don't really have a way to stall out that battle to make ourselves lose. So we cannot use that to train up. However, if we only need level 13, it's not too bad. Farming in the forest isn't too bad either. Most of this is just going to be exploring, this first part is just going to be exploring what level we need for Brock. The late game, I'm not really that worried. We will have a slow growth rate, so it's going to take us a lot longer to level up than other Pokemon that we've played so far. Especially like Clefable that has a fast growth rate for the late game is very, very good. We're going to have a really bad growth rate. So we're going to be a lower level than we would like to be, even though we're starting out on a higher level than normal for Brock. If you had Water Gun, Brock was dead? Absolutely. Or if we had Hydro Pump from the Red and Blue Learn set, he would also be a piece of cake. Hey, Randy, how you doing? Hey, Second Colton. Welcome in, Second Colton. The donation limit is to keep people from spending all their money to prevent scamming and taking advantage of people. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Colton is, in fact, unstoppable. Even when I tell him that he is by far the GOAT and has donated more than anybody, he's not stopping. He's crazy for it. YouTube has fainted. YouTube cannot keep up with Colton. It's 100 degrees Fahrenheit right now. Yep, it is out here too. It is very hot these next few days. Luckily, it's only for a few more days, and it seems to be getting slowly better, which I like. Welcome in, Gaming with Adam. You're being silly in the chat. Let's go ahead and get over to Brock now. Let's heal up and try this out. I'm really worried that we're going to need a higher level. The reason I picked 13 is because of damage rounding in Pokemon. If your level ends in a 3, 5, 8, or 0, you have a slightly boosted damage compared to the level before because of the way that damage calculation works. That was a crit. That does not fill me with confidence. We do get a few crits here. The problem really is going to be Onyx. How bad is the Onyx situation? Oh, the Onyx situation is bad. Oh, the Onyx situation is real bad. I am very worried. We might need 15. Well, if we get really lucky. Okay, Bide is unfortunate. Oh, and a crit into Bide. Okay. Okay. Nope, there it is. Okay. So that was a really lucky one. I do not think we are ready for Brock at level 13. That is my assumption here. Colton, thank you for getting the extra badge boost membership on your second account. Thank you so much. Colton 2, Electric Boogaloo. Absolutely it is. We're going to go. I didn't need to heal up. That was silly. We got to go get up to level 15. Do. Oh, you're from South Africa, so it's difficult to donate? I get that. It's tough on vertical as well. Today's been a blazer. It's been, I mean, I'm from Southern California, so it's very hot down here. Colton 2. We got all the emotes in the chat as well. We got new emotes as well for members. You have new things? Oh, Sean, are you talking about the giveaway stuff? If you are, let me know and we can talk about it. I love the emotes. I love the new emotes. The Gengar one really cracks me up. Hey, KY, how you doing? It's 2 in the morning for Ashvay right now. You're wild for watching Pokemon, but thank you so much. We can try let's try level 14. 15 gets us another damage rounding point, so it makes more sense. If we can make it through at 14 though, just testing it out. If it's good enough, I'd rather not spend the time to level up one more time. I don't think it's going to be enough, but we can test it. Optimizing this run for the first bit here is going to largely depend on what minimum level we can possibly get through Brock at. So that is the goal. You love the stream and Pokemon? Well, I am glad. Make a Colton emote? I definitely need one. Colton, we're going to have to sync up at some point and talk emotes, because you definitely deserve one of your own for sure. Anything that you could think of, I will. I think Colton was actually the one that suggested the A and B buttons, which I think came out really nice. But if you want anything else, Colton, for your specific, to celebrate you specifically, I'd be more than happy to make one for you. Colton emote needs to be Meowth throwing coins. I love that, Shumon. I love that. Okay, so let's try Brock at 14. Hey, Nathan. What Pokemon game is this? This is Pokemon Yellow with the starter switch from swapped from Pikachu to Gyarados. And we're trying to speedrun the game with every Kanto Pokemon in Pokemon Yellow just to see what the tier list at the end would look like. That's the goal here. So I think 15 is going to be a little bit better, but 14 already? I think with the stat experience of training does help. That does seem to help. This is very much going to depend on luck, though. Nathan, thank you for subscribing. Tim Fagan, you didn't know the Indominus Rex from Jurassic World movie? She has fast twitch muscles. Indeed. I am a big fan of Jurassic Park, but welcome in, Tim. Shifty would love to see a Starmie run. That's a great suggestion. Okay. If it's a 3-turn with a crit, yes, there it is. Okay, so possible at 14. Possible at 14. So let's try that for the next one. 14 works, but it requires luck. So that will be the goal for the next one. Okay. The machine is chugging for some reason. Hold on. What is going on here? Why are we chugging? I don't know why we are indeed chugging. I'm going to maybe start up the AC real quick because it is a little bit warm in here. I'm hoping that I'm not cooking this thing. It is indeed being cooked. Let's go ahead and set that up. Okay. Maybe that is what we need. We don't want the computer to burn out. Hey, Tim, thank you for subscribing. Only with crit? Yes, Ashvay. We got to rely on a little bit of crit. If it's possible at 14, though, I want to try and do that if possible. I think the stat experience really was what made the difference there. I've gotten through Brock with level 13 Charmander. Yes, actually. So surprisingly, my belief about the design philosophy around Brock was that they wanted Brock specifically to teach you about type effectiveness. That's kind of his purpose in the game, is to just be a wall of figure out how to use typing, basically to your advantage. So with that, they intended you to have to learn how to do that. But in conjunction with that, his Pokemon have such low special that it also kind of teaches you about special versus physical moves. For Gen 1, oops, extra trainer. Well, you know what? That's not the worst thing in the world. Let's see. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. But Charmander with its Ember is actually dealing special damage, which does actually reset, or not reset, but it does deal better damage than defense, especially in Red and Blue where he can raise his own defense. So it doesn't matter. You don't have to worry about the raise stats. Can we see how Gyarados reacts? We can't. I don't know if there's going to be a reaction yet. I will check in with it later. I removed the Pikachu sprites from the reaction files, but I did not add Gyarados. The main reason is that I'd have to add Gyarados, the Gyarados sprite in 40 or 50 places to make that happen in different emotions, and that is nigh impossible on a weekly basis with my schedule. But we can still see the other effects going on. There is Zubat. Okay, so I will be fighting a couple of trainers here because we level up very slowly. I think we're going to need it, so I'm going to fight this guy right here. Fry the motherboard, says Michael Knight. It seems like it's trying already to do so. I've lost a laptop because of the heat. The heat sink burnt out. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm upstairs right now, which is where it is the toastiest in the afternoon. So I would not be surprised if this thing is struggling to breathe a little bit. Let's go around this gal. Can you do Mega Mewtwo next? We're only doing Kanto Pokemon, Nathan. So I'm thinking we actually swap out Water Gun to be our main attacking move. Maybe. I probably will swap those. But so everything normally from Kanto. So no Megas, no other Pokemon like that, just because I don't want to change the base stats or moves of any of the Pokemon. Like, for example, Gyarados would have been a lot better with the Red and Blue moveset. So if I had changed that, it would have been much, much better, but it wouldn't be true to a Pokemon Yellow run. And that's what we're really trying to make a tier list for here. Because I think that, in my experience, Pokemon Yellow is significantly harder than Red and Blue, especially in the late game. So that's why I like this game specifically. It's a little bit more well-balanced than Red and Blue. And I like to preserve that balance as much as possible. What little there is, I like to preserve as much as possible. Because frankly, in my experience, anything like Megas and Legendaries, in general, are going to play fairly similarly, because at a certain point, they're just so strong that nothing can stop them. So I want to see how all the weak Pokemon do. That's what I want to know. This is the first run as well, Tristan. Thank you for asking. And in Red Anime, there's a Mega Mewtwo. Really? I'm not sure what that looked like. I'd have to go check that out. I'm not familiar as much. Is that the Origins? I've seen some of that, if not all of it, but there's a Mega Mewtwo? Like on the overworld, it's red Gyarados. Yeah, the sprites actually match the color palette of the area. The whole area is just based on whichever color palette is assigned to each city, basically. We got some spooky music going on right now. I'm thinking let's actually fight Misty first, because we can get Bubble Beam. Okay, I'll drop a save just in case. I'm gonna check in with our music. What is playing right now? Oh, it's black and white, that's why. That's why. I was like, this doesn't sound like Gen 1. It does not indeed. Okay, so we're gonna have to be using Tackle for these fights. Okay, Supersonic hits right away. Not confused anymore though. Good job, Shenron. Okay, I think that this should be totally doable. Not 100% sure. If so, we get Bubble Beam early, which is nice. I've always loved how bright the Cerulean palette is in yellow. Me too. I really like the color changing in cities. I remember when I learned that it did that because I started playing on the black and white Game Boy. So I was not aware that there were color changes in the cities for way too long. Okay, so the defense is getting a little insane. Switch to Water Gun. Okay, come on. This is a long battle, but it seems like a pretty safe one, in all honesty. We got Bite, which is very nice, and we're gonna get Bubble Beam, which I'll add right before Blue's fight over here. Let's heal up, and then we can battle Blue. Oh, Mega Charizard. Okay, that makes sense. Not Mega Mewtwo. That makes sense, because like I didn't remember a Mega Mewtwo. Let's go ahead and teach Bubble Beam to Shenron here. I did not save. I don't think it's a problem. Gary is saying, hope everyone is doing well today. Are you solo runs? I do solo runs in Pokemon Yellow. Yes, I do. It is every Friday afternoon / evening / whatever time it is for you, depending on time zones. We are playing a couple of runs with a Pokemon in Pokemon Yellow as the starter to try and make a tier list. This is in Vanilla Yellow, no changes to encounters or text speed or any of that. We're playing the game basically as intended, just with something that's not a Pikachu. And for today, it's Gyarados. Fun fact, Gen 1 games did not have shinies. No, they did not. That is true. There's only one color palette for each Pokemon in Red and Blue. It's just based on a color that is set in the game's code, and that is the color they always are. And they have very limited, only 3 individual colors in each sprite. They typically have like a black, a mid-range color of whatever color it is, and then a white color. Much of the time. Sometimes they would use the white color to then be a second, what do you call it? Like this Mankey here has a light tan and a dark tan. That's about as much as they could do. That's about it. Can't donate, YouTube still won't let you. That's really strange. You're all good, Colton, though. I'm just glad you're here. Old school Pokemon hits different. It does indeed. Oop. I don't know if that sounded like it was broken on my side. Skipping that trek. I don't know if it was actually broken, but it didn't. It was giving me weird feedback on my side. A nickname Charmander, absolutely. Okay, let's go ahead and name a Charmander after somebody. What's a good name for Charmander? I thought her Starmie knew Recover for some reason. I believe there's been some ROM hacks and or remakes that she knows Recover, like for Fire Red, I believe. No, her moveset is very simple in Red and Blue. It's basically Tackle, Bubble Beam, Harden, and X Defense. That's kind of all she can do. I think she also might have Water Gun. But yeah. Pyro. Pyro's pretty good, Michael Knight. Godzilla. Godzilla's fine. I like Pyro, though, Caper. I like Pyro, but see what we want to do for the next one. Pyro is pretty dang good, though. Okay. From here, we kind of just keep cruising. I don't think we even need to go heal. It sounded sped up. Yeah, that was weird, right? I got to check on that track. It was the Elite Four for black and white, but it sounded funny. Some of my MP3 compression on the audio sometimes makes it sound a little goofy. Was that Gen 7? No, it was Gen 5. It was just, it seemed like it had some sort of distortion in it, which is very weird. We do not need Seismic Toss, so we can go ahead and beat this guy. I already promised Squirtle is going to be named after me. Oh, yeah, that's right, Cole. You are correct. You can name Squirtle. Okay. I think that we can now go for Bite on these Oddishes. Oops, not Bubble Beam, but that's fine. Shouldn't be a big deal. Bite, there we go. In fact, I'll just use Bite for all of them. Are we taking song requests? No, I'm not today. I'm speedrunning, so I'm going to be kind of focused on the game. I won't be changing the music too much. This is the first run, though, so we're just kind of testing out Gyarados here. Got all of Gyarados' little reaction emotes there as well, which I love. Okay. Let's go, Gyarados. Nyom. We cruising. I love his little tail wag, too. Okay. Let's heal up. Head to Vermilion City. How do you get a Charmander? Fruitful. There's a Charmander guy that gives you a Charmander in on Route 25, just north of Cerulean. In, I believe, only yellow. I don't think that... no, it's not in red and blue or the remakes. Only in yellow can you get that Charmander right there. But it's great for HMs, which is why I always pick it up. I always get a Pidgey, the Squirtle, and that Charmander, because that covers all of our need for the HMs. Illegal Charmander dealer. Basically, it's inspired by the guy from the anime that has a Charmander, is why I believe that they did it that way, from my understanding. Let's see. We'll go ahead and just use Bubble Beam. It technically hits the hardest, although Bite is not far behind. They're very, very close. Have you done this with Caterpie? I have, Gary, actually. I did that as an edited video, though, not as a stream, because it's technically impossible. I made one change to the game itself to make it possible and did a video on that, so you can check that out on my channel. I think it's just called Caterpie Does the Impossible. And I figured out a way to make that work. I will, once again, pick up Rest and these items down here, just because I think that having Rest as an option will make sense. Just for the first run. We might not really need it, but it is nice and safe. You can't wait to get your Charmander shirt? I don't remember what day it was coming to, man, but probably pretty darn soon. I know that the delivery dates are all right around this weekend for any of the giveaway stuff. So keep your eyes out. Hey, Colton. Hey, get SRL donate 50? Oh, okay. That is some motivation. Thank you, Colton, for the $2. Thank you, thank you. Okay, that's Body Slam. Let's go ahead and teach Body Slam right away in the place of Tackle. It is just the better Tackle. The card will update in just a moment. Let's go get this other rare candy. Rare candies are going to be really important for our Shenron here. I'm going to move Body Slam to the first spot. And I'll probably move Bubble Beam to the second slot, because I think those are going to be our two main moves this time. I'm trying to keep an eye out for the pop-up of Colton's donation. I hope that works. I did not see it yet, but maybe it's just delayed. Or maybe I missed it. Who knows? Bulbasaur was the lady who cared for Pokemon. Charmander was abandoned, and Squirtle was a gangster. Yup. Dragon Rage, we can technically learn. I don't see a use for it. We're not even going to learn it. I don't think it's going to be necessary in the playthrough whatsoever. At this point, we're so strong that we just kind of destroy everything at this point in the game. Because we are great. We are Gyarados. When are the shirts going out anyway? The shirts have all been sent out, Michael Knight. I believe I am still waiting on the cups. I need another address for the cups to go out, as well as we're finishing up the printing of some of the vinyls for those. And then we can send those out. But shirts have all gone out. Okay, we can teach Charmander Dig as well as Cut, which covers some of our field moves. There we go. We can also run right through there. I have removed the trash can puzzle just because it is very much like random, and or if I mess it up, can add time to Pokemon that doesn't really count. There's the pop-up for Colton. Thank you again, Colton, for the $2. It was in that moment that Matt did the impossible and locked in. Sometimes I can lock in. That was a very easy fight, though. My goodness. So we're just going to immediately teach Thunderbolt in the place of... probably just Water Gun. That will update once again next time we get in battle. So that might be a second. But we now have Thunderbolt. We're going. Sean, you got your shirt today. You was judging me before as I tore the package open. Well, I'm glad you got it. All right, Coles. What is the name for Squirtle that you want? Leo, I literally just got my Pikachu shirt. Thank you very much. You're welcome, Link. I'm glad you got it. Thank you for hanging out with us on stream and joining in the giveaway. X Kitten says, I like Pokemon. Me too. I agree. Ashby Colton bought YouTube to donate. I think so. Colton literally purchased YouTube itself to donate. He is Mr. Beast. He looks like the fish in Mario. Yeah, he does. From Gyarados, the fish face is horrifying. Yep, that's kind of the inspiration behind that little tiny icon. I only had a 16 by 16 pixel square to work with for it, so it's very limited. I don't have an apostrophe, but I'm going to just go with Coles without, I guess. Okay, so now we're going to go back to Cerulean, and we should heal up before we head to the cave. At this point, we have Bubble Beam, we have Thunderbolt, Body Slam. I think now it's just cruising time for Gyarados. Speaking of cruising, let's hop on this bike and get a cruising. Yom. Okay, bike. Go, 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 go. What am I doing? These will be a bunch of easy free hits. Thank you, MT. You're very welcome, Sean. I'm glad you like it. As I mentioned in the notes included with those and during the giveaway, my wife helped out a lot with those. She's fantastic for supporting the channel. You might see her pop in every now and then. Her name on here is Veggie. Her name in real life is Veronica, but she's been a big part of making that possible. And if there's more interest from you guys to have more shirts available in the future, we'll have to figure out how to make it somewhat sustainable through Etsy or something, because it does cost a fair amount to ship things in recent times for whatever reason. But I do want to make them available if possible for the future. I think they're really awesome. You've inspired me to start my first Yellow file I've had on real hardware in years. Very nice. I love to see that. Yellow, I played so many hours of Yellow. It was ridiculous. Not as much as Bandit pops in. That's true. We have Lily and Bandit that sometimes pop into stream. They're both napping right now, though, so it's actually nice and chill. Oh, we are sleeping. No, the tiny, pitiful Absorb. Okay, so even though, as you notice, we were level 14 before Brock, we're already falling behind where a medium slow growth rate Pokemon would be, like a starter Pokemon. We're only level 27 here at this point in the game, getting to the self-destructing hiker. Granted, I don't think that's that much of an issue, considering that this is going to be a piece of cake right here. But it could be an issue in the late game. I'm a little bit worried about that. Repel. There we go. All the way over and up. There we go. And navigate the cave in darkness. You were always a Gen 3 boy caper. You always loved the sprites and the music when playing the game. The story was very cool. I agree. I think Gen 3 is the best, one of the best looking Game Boy Advance games they made. I think just visually it's so stunning. The color and the reflecting sky in the water, all of those details, so cool. I think they made that game look really good. All right. Yeah, Yellow was the first video game you ever owned. Me too. Except for maybe I might have had one of those like controllers that have like the built-in games that you can get for cheap sometimes. I think my dad got one of those at some point for a bunch of like Atari games. So that may have also been floating around the house somewhere. But yellow was the first one that I ever owned myself. That was mine. All right, we're healed up. Let's go ahead and I could probably start skipping. I don't know. Oops. There is one thing I'm bad at, which is I often overheal. I heal too many times in a run and it slows me down. In theory, if I'm healing it this much, I don't need the PP ups. However, number one, they're the best item in Pokemon, but also, I should be healing less. I definitely need the rare candy. I don't think I need the other money for vitamins. Our stats are so good. I need the rare candy though. So that trip feels necessary. Yeah, I'm thinking that the rocket hideout, at least for the rare candy, is necessary. Is the power plant necessary? I don't think so, but it could be, honestly. We're slow growth rate, so. Oops. Let's see. What else can we sell here? We can sell. Not much else, honestly. That's fine. Oh, I need to buy my super repels. There we go. I don't know if I'll need an extra repel if we're going to the power plant. I don't want to go there, but it might become necessary. I'm not really sure. Okay, so we can go get Ice Beam here as well. And then we can pick up, oops, an extra fresh water. And then we can get some vitamins. So here we don't have quite enough for 3 vitamins. We could if we buy the other. I'm probably going to skip it. We want to shave us off as much time from the run as possible. But what? Indeed, I think just 2 calciums. This can be good enough. I think I can skip the time to get 1 extra vitamin there. I'm pretty confident in Gyarados. I might regret that decision. However, what I don't think I'll regret is just going ahead and teaching Ice Beam, because I think at this point, this is going to be our set we're going to be rocking for basically the rest of the game. Body Slam, Bubble Beam, which will become Surf, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt. Body Slam probably to be replaced with Mimic in the Elite Four. That is my thinking. That is my thinking. That is my thoughts. George or Jorge, I don't know how you pronounce that one. Thank you so much for subscribing. Okay. Let's teach Fly to our Pidge. And we can fly back to Celadon. And we can go open up Saffron. I don't need to do anything quite yet in Saffron. We are a little bit low level from what I was expecting. Let's heal up before we fight Rival. Snake cameo, welcome in, Pop-Tart Snake. It blew my mind to see my reflection in the water in Ruby and Sapphire. I know, that was a really nice detail they put in there. And the secret bases, they were so fun as a kid. Hello, Naruto Game Lab. How are you doing? Technically, Ice Beam and Thunderbolt are the same there. Body Slam is better for Magnemite. I'm thinking all of this through. The second run here is going to be even more optimized. Technically, Bubble Beam and Ice Beam are very, very similar in base damage when you are water type. But that will become Surf, and then that will be our best base damage move technically, because of stab and all of that. Where are my super repels? There they are. And right there. There we go. And we run. Go, Gyarados, go! I don't really have much to worry about here, I don't think. Technically, I believe Bubble Beam is slightly better. It doesn't really matter. Has more PP as well. I guess I missed the rule set at the beginning. Are you doing minimal battles or something? No, Milton. Oh, we're just trying to get minimum time. So sometimes minimum battles is just kind of beneficial for minimum time. The more battles you take, the easier it is, but also the longer those battles take. So there's definitely a trade-off to some extent to speed up the run. We got the Pokédolls. Yeah, the Gen 3 Pokédolls especially, being in secret bases was such a nice thing. Make sure to get the PP ups. You don't want any PP problems. Absolutely not. We want to prevent the PP problems if at all possible. Hello, Marowak. Have this little Pokédoll. It's adorable. I promise. You'll love it. Okay. I don't think there's any reason. Because I often save there if I think I'm going to have any trouble. With Body Slam, like, I think we just pulverize these punks and then Bubble Beam the Wheezing. Yeah, like, not even a problem. Okay. Yeah, our base stats are really carrying us here. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Give me the Pokeflute. Thank you, sir. Let's get out of here. Okay, so immediately we're going to... Well, we're going to heal first. We're going to go to the bike route. We are... Like, I'm noticing we're already, like, a few levels, 3 to 5 levels lower than where I would often be for a medium slow Pokemon. That kind of hurts. So I don't love that. But I'm trying to think if we can beat Koga or not. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm wondering to myself here. Nope. Right there is a rare candy, and then right down here is a PP up right about there. There it is. Those are the only real items I pick up here. There's also a max elixir, I believe, over there, as well as I think there's a potion somewhere. They're not important though. Really, the rare candy and the PP ups are all that you want there. So technically, this is not that optimal because we can't avoid all the encounters here in the Safari Zone. So is it worth waiting for later? I don't know, because we want the vitamins. Hey, it's a Kangaskhan. Hello. Get me out of here. Okay. I'll use the repel anyway. I don't know if it's going to help because we're kind of low level for this part of the zone. We're good. Made it through. We got gold teeth. Our bag is indeed full, but we need to use some of those items. Okay, we need to use PP up. We're going to do that on Ice Beam. We're going to do a PP up on Ice Beam, and we're going to do one on Thunderbolt just for fun. Okay, let's see. Where's my Carbos? Boom. Protein, boom. And I think that's it. So we can pick up Surf. We're actually going to teach this to Shenron here in place of Bubble Beam. And then we're going to dig out from here. So we could, in theory, go to Koga for a speed boost. I don't know how important speed boost is going to be. I think we're fine enough. So my thinking is that we do this first and go to Rival. I don't know how bad the Rival fight's going to be, though. I did not know you can use a Pokédoll for the Ghost. Yeah, that's a great strategy for speedrunning these games. Are you planning to complete Black version tomorrow? Yes, Ashvay, I am. Let's use Surf here. Surf is now our strongest move, even though our attack is a little bit higher. Our special is also very good. But yeah, so I do allow the Marowak skip there with the Pokédoll. It feels still in the spirit of playing the game to use a Pokédoll, because that is the intended use of a Pokédoll. It's just surprising that it works there. But it allows us to skip a lot of unnecessary battles in the Rocket Hideout, which just makes it a little bit easier to get through the game, and we can skip a little bit of unnecessary fighting to make them go even faster, even better. That is in the vanilla game. What do I have now? Oh, I have a Carbos and a Calcium. I have too much stuff. Okay. We can toss this Paralyze Heal now, as well as these antidotes. We don't actually need them anymore. We used everything we want. Card key. Let's get out of here. Get this protein. And then we can go to blue. I am thinking this might be an opportunity to fight a couple of trainers here, because there are a couple of decent trainers for experience in this part of the game. Let's use that protein actually real quick. And we actually have not had to use very many potions at all, which is kind of cool. I'm going to drop a save. We're going to train up a little bit right here. I think this is the place where we're going to need a little bit of training. This one is Battle Against a Rival, Pokemon Heart Gold. I don't know if this was the one you were talking about. Xion. Sorry if I missed the song you were talking about. But this one is a banger. In theory, I think that Surf is actually kind of the way to go at this point, for the most part. I think Body Slam still for Electrode. But then... Leer? No, thank you. We don't really need Leer. We need Surf, though. Oh, we got the Poison status. Now that's just rude. I have to use one of my full restores. Okay, so we beat that guy. I can clear also this guy right here, as well as one trainer down here by the healing spot. That will maybe get us to level 33, which is what I want to be at, roughly, at least. I could then use some rare candies if I want to. I think I want to save them as long as possible for this playthrough, though. We have so many potions because we're kind of rocking it and not having any problem with these fights. Okay, we're just going to surf. Oop, Confuse Ray. Hello. Technically the defense on these are lower, but not by much. Yes, level 33. Perfect. Okay. So that might be good enough to beat Rival. It's pretty low level, but I think it's possible. So let's go over to blue. Let's just give it a test. See if that is good enough without rare candies. We have really good type coverage now. What should your first catch be? In yellow? Ooh, I like Mankey is one of my go-tos, or a Nidoran, male or female, because Nidoking, the Nidos are fantastic. Those are always my early catches in a regular yellow run. Not quite enough damage to take Cloyster on one hit. That's kind of a bummer. Not confused anymore, though. Ooh, okay. Wow, yes. That hurts. That hurts indeed. Okay, so. That's spicy. What is the option here, then? What is the option here? Maybe instead, we beat those trainers, we clear Sylph, we go to Koga instead first. Yeah, let's go to Koga's gym first then maybe. We could use rare candies. I really don't want to, if we can get away with not. Because we do need them for later in the game. I don't want to have to train on just people in Sylph beyond some of those major ones there. Oops. This guy and the other guy are actually pretty good experience too. These two tamers. So I probably will fight these two. Surf. Boom. Surf might... Oh no, I was badge boosted, so technically Body Slam was better, but... Because if I beat these guys, I might get level 35 or more. What I'm worried about, Koga might prioritize Sleep Powder. Because it's a grass type move, he might see that I am water type and prioritize that move. That's a pain in the behind if he does so. Okay, no special drop, please. He did not switch between his two Pokemon, which I was kind of expecting. Okay, let's go ahead and use that other full restore. Perfect. We are ready to rumble maybe, but maybe not. Because maybe I don't have enough body slams. I always have enough elixirs. I'm just going to use one right now. We go. Okay. You don't counter the Nidos unless until after the first gym. In yellow? Is that right? I thought you could have countered them in Pewter. Okay, let's see. What is the play here? So their special is actually lower. My attack is significantly higher, though. They are going to prioritize Sleep Powder. And they drop my special. Okay. That hurts. That indeed really sucks. But... Oh, I got a level up there. Okay. That is a bummer. That is indeed a bummer. So actually... I'm thinking. Let me walk back over here real quick. We can give that another try. I paused it for a second so we can talk a little bit about this. Primeape run? That would be really good. I would love to see how a Primeape does in this format. So, Yeah, I think you can between the pewter and the forest. That's what I was thinking. They're available there, right? At least. If not, also maybe on Route 2. Staying poisoned would have been better to avoid sleep. I think so, Sean. There is another trainer I can go to if we want to test that. Let's give this another shot. Just see if maybe we get luckier at avoiding sleep this time. But it could be possible that it's better to be poisoned into this run. Ice Beam works in Gen 1, half bug. It is not super effective against bug, I don't believe, is it? Am I crazy? Let me look this up. That's not... I don't believe that's true. I think it's neutral against bug. Yep, nope. Only grass type. Bug type, it does not take double damage from ice type. So it is indeed neutral, Vincent. So Surf is actually a little bit better for special, but physical moves seem to be the way to go, especially if I get badge boosted. Oh, you're all good, Vincent. Michael ain't no symmetry. Yep. Heracross run would be cool. Heracross run would be cool. Okay. So let's try this one more time. Test our luck here. If we need to stay poisoned, I have another trainer I can go to and farm that out if we have to. Once again, takes time, and it would really bank on getting poisoned at some point in the rest of the gym battle here. Oop, except I did not. Oh! Surf does significantly more than Body Slam. That might be important for this third one here, because we did not two-shot with Body Slam. That's actually significant. Oh! That crit! And the special drop. Jeez. Yeah, okay. So. We just don't have enough. We just do not have it. So, my thought then, in that situation, we probably will need to beat all of the trainers in Koga's gym, as well as a couple more trainers in Sylph. That might be what we have to do. So, here's my thinking. We will beat those trainers that I previously mentioned in Sylph already. Wait. We got poisoned. Let's give this a test. This is our first playthrough, so we are still in the learning phase. If we are poisoned going into this fight, Surf did more, so let's go ahead and do that. Technically, we have a chance to paralyze and then them not move, but it's pretty slim. So I don't think it's worth trying for. This will prevent the sleep powder. The crit is huge. Double team is going to be a pain in the behind with poison status. Come on, Shenron, you got this. Let's try that one more time. Double team is a bummer. That is a bummer with poison. That's one of the risks here. Let's see. No, Venomoth is bug and poison still. I do believe. Oh, that did not... Oh, because I got a special drop. Oh, wait, no, I was using Body Slam, wasn't I? So the double team really screws us up here. Okay. So the double team with poison does not really work, is what we have learned. Okay. The next question. This is all in the testing phase. Guess who's back? Colton is back. Very nice. So what I'm thinking is as I say that a million times, here's what I'm thinking. We tried blue last time at level 33. I wonder if we can two-shot the Magnemite at level 35. If so, that would mean that we should train up before blue, fight him before we fight Koga, and then beat all of the trainers in Koga's gym to get to him. That might be what we need to do. Because now at this level, we should one-shot Cloyster, meaning we're full health into Magneton. We will survive. Okay, we don't two-shot. Bummer. Okay, so level 35, we don't two-shot. Is it worth using rare candies here in Sylph before? Because it feels way too early for those. In that case, I'm going to go climb a couple of floors here. Find some people that give decent experience. And just train up a little bit. It's a real bummer if we have to train here. The question is, if we have a really easy time them in the late game, which is very possible, then it might be silly to train this much. We could use rare candies. We will see how our late game goes. If so, we could use like maybe 2 rare candies here. We don't want to use a lot of them. I body slammed a Cubone. There we go. Hypno. Body slam. That 4 times electric weakness really, really sucks. It is indeed unfortunate. We don't want to fight the guys that have all electric Pokemon either if we don't have to. Okay. All of this training would really stack up, though. I've been trying to talk myself out of using rare candies. It might be the solution, though, guys. 37 might be high enough. That's true. It might be. We only need to 2-shot that Magneton. Let's go ahead and go back into the battle then. Let's give that a test. Am I here? Yeah, okay. So let's go heal. We can go over to the healing room over here. And then we can go back and test 37. Let's test level 37. So what are the big takeaways here? Basically, level 14 for Brock was the early game takeaway so far. Misty wasn't a problem. Blue and Cerulean wasn't a problem. Mid-game was easy so far until Sylph. Okay, that got us level 38. At level 38, we might 2-shot the Magneton. We do. Okay, so level 38 is necessary for this fight. Because we can start Flareon. Actually, Body Slam still might be better. Not sure. Okay. But that does... I'm just going to use these up real quick. That does mean we have to train or use rare candies there. That's all we can do for that situation. So, depending on the late game, we're going to have to decide if we want to use rare candies there to get to 38, or if we're okay just going for that training option. Okay, I will probably... I don't have... Well... We're going to heal up. We're just going to go for it. We're poisoned into Giovanni's fight. I don't think it's a problem. Hey, Good is here. Good's ideal team and just Zussy and Bald Chansey. I love it. I'm very confused of which move is technically better in a lot of these situations, because it doesn't really give us a chance to test it that much because we knock everything out so quickly. The coverage is just awesome to have. Yeah, even with poison, just a piece of cake. Okay, so now we're level 40, which... Oh, we are poisoned as well, actually. Ooh, that's actually good, because we can go to Koga now. We don't go to the Pokemon Center. Let's just go straight to Koga. So then we would beat all of the trainers in Koga's gym, get to this point where we could use a max potion, whatever, stay poisoned just in case. Maybe it's useful, and go into this battle at level 40. So maybe at level 40, it becomes possible to do this. Well, we can actually just sweep. That was a crit, though. Not bad, though. We can't be put to sleep. Decent health for the Venomoth. I'm going to go for Body Slam. It does seem like the move against Venomoth here. This part requires luck. He's going to set up double team. Oh, he set up a lot of double teams. Come on, Shenron. He's wasting time. Come on, Shenron. No! The double team there is so brutal. We don't really have another option for that either. We just surf again. It's the only psychic flying in Gen 5? Absolutely. It's a monster for that. What about other gyms or the dojo? We could. We could indeed. I'm trying to see what our win condition here is. And right now it's luck, which I hate. Because there we go. We got it. But it depends on double team luck. There's not really a better option there, though. Because if we don't go in there poison, we can get put to sleep. Which is a bummer. Okay, but what that does do... Oh, we didn't even fight Erica. Wait, that's what we were missing. I skipped Erica. That would make us we have to train less. Okay, I see my mistake. I see my mistake. Skipping Erica was a mistake. We should just be fighting Erica as soon as we have Ice Beam, probably. Because we will resist these moves. Plus we have Body Slam, which hits really hard. I hate Double Team. Yeah, it's really good in Gen 1, which is actually why for these runs, it's one of the few rules I have. I'm not allowed to use Double Team. And that just makes it so... I don't want Hydro Pump. No, I have Surf. It's better. I don't even need to save. Honestly, we're just going to sweep this. Asking Millie Icing to not use Double Team. That's basically the strategy. Please, Koga, don't use Double Team. But yeah, I don't allow myself to use it either. Because it just kind of breaks the game. I will allow a Pokemon, if they naturally learn it through their learn set, to use it. That is something I do allow. If a Pokemon specifically learns Minimize or Double Team through level up, they are allowed it in the playthrough. Otherwise, you cannot use a TM for it. It's just too broken. If you give every Pokemon Double Team, every Pokemon just easily beats the game. It's just like an easy hack in Gen 1. Having any trouble at all, just Double Team and then you're fine. I'm not fast enough. Excuse me. I'm not fast enough to outspeed Sabrina. I don't have any weaknesses here, though. I want to give it a test while we can. Technically, Blaine's probably better. But I kind of want to test this right now to see if we could maybe just do this first. Because I'm pretty sure this is going to be really safe. Recover is kind of annoying. The crit helps. Yeah, that's not bad at all. As expected, she's fine. So she's not going to be a concern whatsoever. Blaine, probably at this point, with all of that done, is going to be fine as well. I'm thinking. I need to use a Super Repel first. Then it's actually Shenron here that has Surf. Yo, we got a Surfing Gyarados. Let's go, Gyarados. Let's go. Okay. Let's go grab that vitamin. Nice, yeah. Oh, Repel wore off. We're probably going to have to use an extra one in here. That's fine. It's kind of pathing weird. I'll pick up all the vitamins in here just in case. She's fine about Sabrina. Well, she is fine in both senses, isn't she? Let's see. Let's go around. Pick up this. Oh, no more room for items. How dare I? Just get rid of all of this junk that we're carrying here. We don't want that. We don't want this. In fact, we do want this. But we can use them. And we want Mimic for later. But not 21. TM21 is Mega Drain. Not useful to us. Technically, Blizzard is teachable. I don't think there's any reason to even consider it. Ice Beam is plenty good enough for Lance and other people that we would typically need that for. So we're fine there. Yeah, just past the 1 hour mark. It's kind of as expected. I knew that Gyarados would have a lot more issues to iron out than like Clefable. So I kind of expected this first one to go a little bit slower. I think we're learning a lot though. I expect the next one to be a lot faster. Because now we know the pattern should be do Erica earlier. Well, fight Erica earlier. I keep saying the other way. Fight Erica earlier. And then go to Sylph first. Train up a little bit until level 38. At that point, we can beat Blue. And we should be around level 40-ish. To go to Koga and clear all the people in his gym. If we need to do that before Blue, we can as well. That makes Koga a little bit easier. Koga is still kind of a question mark. Sabrina's not a problem. And yeah, now it's Blaine. Don't forget Erica. She hates that. She does indeed. Yeah, honestly here, just surf, right? That's just the strategy. I don't think that it's very simple. I don't think there's any complexity here at all. His takedown will kind of hurt. Don't love that I'm hitting myself. There we go. Okay, so it is Arcanine. Use Reflect. The crit. The crit. All of that self-inflicted damage really did us in. Without that really bad luck, it shouldn't be a problem. So we are honestly looking at B tier on this finish, I think, which is real unfortunate for Gyarados, but this was a lot of testing stuff. Yeah, Blaine, not really a problem at level 42. So I think we even get Fire Blast if we really wanted it. I don't think there's any reason to use it. I need to go back and get the rare candy from Fuchsia before I forget that. Very important, as well as strength. We need to do that. I sometimes forget that if I have to go back for Erica and then I space it. Oh, I already taught Surf. Normally I teach Surf at that point. I did not need to. Okay, and then we can use Coals just for strength today, Coals. We don't need to Surf with Squirtle, only strength. Okay, so now we can... Oh, we already healed up. Accidental double heal. Oops, my bad. Evasion is Shadow Clone Jutsu. It absolutely is. And it is busted. It is the most frustrating thing that Koga could even do. Cole is strunk. Indeed, you are strunk. Shenron, I wish to beat the Elite Four. Let's see if Shenron will grant our wish. I mean, maybe we can get an A tier finish, at least on this first one. Genuinely could be a B tier, which is really unfortunate. Gyarados, the red and blue Gyarados especially would be so good. Yellow Gyarados struggles a little bit, which is too bad. Okay, let's see. Do I need to? I do need to heal up. Let's max potion. Let's save. So I could mimic here if I want to double team. If we wanted to give up body slam. I don't think it's going to be necessary because I think we just surf. And surf. And surf. And then we just kind of sweep through the team like this. Because we should outspeed everything pretty handily. Okay. Ouch. Nido Queen. Okay, so that's a problem. Note, we want to be level 45 for Giovanni, not 44. The Nido surviving with Thunder is a problem. That is one reason I like to play yellow version, because Giovanni is so much better. Giovanni's a million times better in yellow than he is in red and blue. He's not very good at all in red and blue. Okay, that is all of the badges. I still have, I believe I should have 10 rare candies. Yep, so we're all good to go on rare candies. This will mean that I could get up to like maybe 53. Bandit is wanting to come out of the bedroom. He was napping in there, so I shut the door, and now he is trying to open the door from the inside because he is a goof. Okay, so we can't steal Earthquake yet. That will eventually be the plan here. Paralyzed. That's a bummer. I don't think it's going to matter that much. That Magneton could still be an issue in this fight. If we have to use red candies for next time, that's absolutely fair game. Flareon's not really a problem. It does survive. It does indeed survive. Okay. From there, I will go back and heal just in case I run into a trainer in Victory Road. I don't want to lose to a trainer in Victory Road by accident. Screw Giovanni. He's honestly, in red and blue and fire red, he's really gotten nerfed, and he deserved it. But no, he's very strong here, which is not what you want to see. Let's go. It's pay to win for Giovanni. Okay. Oh, I've been getting a lot of ads for DBZ Legends. Oh, is that what you're talking about? It's pay to win. I have not played DBZ Legends, so I would not actually know. It's fun, but you're more likely to get more units by spending money. Yeah, that's a lot of mobile games in general. Mobile games in general love you to spend money. I did get an offer to promote a mobile game on the channel. Not something I've really planned on doing, honestly. But they are out there and they want to take your money. They want your money indeed. I'm actually low enough level that I can't use a rare candy properly. So here's the thing. I don't think we want to train up anymore at this point. We've waited this long. Let's get up to level... let's get to level 53. No Hyper Beam, thank you very much. And 53. Okay, so that's going to be our level for Lorelei. It also helps us right now to avoid the encounters here in Victory Road, which is kind of nice. That way we don't have to deal with all the gravelers and such. Okay, we can hop on the bike. You go, we fly. But not really, we're not actually flying. Super Repel. And we go. Indeed, okay. If I can get the pathing on the bike right. Nyom, nyom, nyom. Okay. Oops, not surf, strength. I always get so nervous on pushing the bike, the rock while on the bike in the ones where you can get it stuck. Makes me a little nervous. But I should practice it because it's important to shave off a little bit of time to use the bike as much as possible. Okay. Nyom. 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 You go fast. Ah! I got off the bike. There we go. The little movements on the bike are really the trickiest ones. Okay. Bike. Strength. I hate that I have to reset that every time. Crisis Core is your all-time favorite game. You were just fun with Ever Crisis. I have actually not played Crisis Core. Should I check it out? What is it? Don't know anything about it. In Pokemon Emerald, it would be interesting if you had find 7 Sky Orbs to summon Rayquaza. I mean, it depends on how you feel about those little side quests of Pokemon. Some people don't like those. Let's go ahead and put the full restores at the top. We have our rare candies. Let's go ahead and drop a save. We go. We are ready. Milton, Raid Shadow Legends? No, it is not, actually. That's not the one that reached out to me. It was another random story one. But Raid Shadow Legends does seem to be kind of everywhere, doesn't it? So I could set up technically with by stealing Amnesia right there. I just don't think it's necessary for Lorelei, because all of her Pokemon can't do a lot to us. The Confuse Ray is a little bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Dude. I love that we got the epic black and white music going on right now. Okay, Elixir. Drop a save just in case, even though this guy's going to be an absolute joke. We can just point and laugh at this guy. Ha ha ha! You loser! You hiker! Get out of here! Technically, the only one that would be really scary would be this Onix with Rock Slide, I guess. Super effective. Otherwise, there's really, like, very little he could do. Like, look at that. Crit. Okay, nice. Good job, Bruno. Okay. Bruno's especially bad today. Our typing just makes us the perfect counter to Bruno. Okay, actually, right here is where I'm going to now teach Mimic. Because at this point, Body Slam is not very useful anymore. Body Slam doesn't help us much at all for these last 3 fights. Crisis Core is the prequel to Final Fantasy VII. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never checked that out. We're going to Mimic Substitute. It creates a substitute. I create a substitute. It already has a substitute. Okay, so now we just kind of surf and knock them out slowly. We just kind of have to chip them down because we don't have anything that's really strong against Agatha here. But we should... Oh. Supersonic, you failed. The reason that we are using that substitute is specifically to dodge the confusion. It won't help against the hypnosis, So we have to hope that that doesn't happen. But it's kind of nice that Gyarados has such good special that we can kind of sweep her team without that much trouble at all. Repels only work on weaker Pokemon. Yes. How does your level up help you avoid encounters? Yeah, that's exactly it. So repels will only keep Pokemon at lower level than you away. So if I'm too low level, like in this case, we have a slow growth rate. It takes us forever to level up. It's extra hard for us to avoid some of those like walking encounters. It's just an extra problem added on to what we're already dealing with. But using the rare candies would help avoid that, but we want to wait for as late as possible, because if I do it earlier, we lose some of the benefit of, I should be using Surf probably on him, doesn't really matter. We lose some of the benefit of the rare candies. The earlier you use a rare candy, the less experience it actually gives you. Hence, the timing on that. Ooh, okay, so we can actually get to 60 right now. So I'm thinking, actually, that might be overkill. That might indeed be overkill for the rival. Let's see. I'm going in with this learn set right here. Mimic, Surf, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt. I think that's all I know. You're going to haunt you. Caper's out here haunting. Okay, we're going to Mimic, Earthquake. That immediately is going to be... Oops, you accidentally used it. Take a little bit of damage, Sandslash. Then Surf. That is going to be our biggest benefit in this fight, because then we can use that both against Alakazam for bonus damage. Look at that. Nice. Knockout. Executor, we're going to Ice Beam. We will get hit by Leech Seed. Hopefully that's not that big of a problem, because we should one-shot. Yes. Okay. Good. Perfect. Oh, we don't quite one-shot the Cloyster. Uses that full restore. He has a I think it's only a 1 in 5 chance to use a full restore. I should be using Earthquake there. I should have been using Earthquake. Reflect. Well, you know what? In that case, I will use Surf. There it is. Okay. Oop, I stopped it a second early. 1:14:24, basically. I was a tad early on the timer stop. 1:14, though. It's not very good. Let's see what the game time is. Level 61. Maybe it was a little bit overkill. We probably could use 2 rare candies in Sylph. Does Yellow have range? Yes, it does. So there is a random value added onto your moves that will randomize a little bit of damage. So it could be a little bit higher or a little bit lower just based on luck. 4:18 game time, though. Not bad at all. You're naming every Rayquaza from now on Shenron? That's a great name for it, honestly. It would be even better if Rayquaza had the move Wish. That would be perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up our tier list. We're going to do another run in just a second. So if you want to see an optimized run, stick around. That, though, 1:14:24, I think is what we ended on. 1:14:24 puts us behind Jolteon in the B tier for Gyarados. That's a bummer. A combination of a kind of a tough mid game with Koga and the rival both kind of being a problem, on top of the Brock split being really rough, stacks up against this thing pretty badly. I'm really disappointed we couldn't get past Brock at level 13. Does not seem to be possible. What happened? We lost a lot of time in the mid game, and we lost a lot of time for Brock. Pretty good. Pretty good for a first attempt with Gyarados, because we do have a lot of obstacles, obviously, with Gyarados to overcome. But from there, we have to start from the top. So what did we learn? We learned that Brock at level 14 is possible. Still luck-based, excuse me, but possible. So we're not even going to try Brock until level 14. 13 seemed like if you were really, really lucky, you could get through. Doesn't seem like a really good chance to win that fight at 13. 14 seems like the lowest possible level to be like decently consistent. Mid game, I'm going to train up to 36 in Sylph, use 2 rare candies to get to 38 before fighting rival 5 in Sylph. That will put us about level 40-ish for Koga. Koga, I think we want to go in poisoned. I need to be level 45 for Giovanni. Thank you, Caper, for reminding me. We need to be level 45. So if we have to, we can fight a couple of extra trainers in Giovanni's gym. Blaine wasn't a problem. Sabrina, no problem. Frankly, the entire Elite Four, no problem. So let's use 2 rare candies a little bit earlier and fix that routing a little bit in the mid game. We're at least going to get an A tier. Can we get an S tier? I don't know. It's going to be a bit of a demand, but I think possible. It would be tough. Gyarados looks more like the Black Smoke Dragon from Dragon Ball GT. Very possible. I don't remember what that one looked like, but very possible. All right. So let's hide the tier list again here. We're going to reset the game. I'm going to decrement my reset counter. We're going to reset the timer. And I'm going to up select B. Up select B. There it is. Clear save data. Yes. Okay. Fresh ROM. There we go. Okay. OBS is looking good. Woke up a little late. You're fine, fishy business. Got a B tier. Yeah. B tier finish for Gyarados for the first one, but we're going to do it again. We're going to see if we can get an S tier. We found out some of the pain points. They had 9 resets as well. If we can get rid of those, that's going to shave off several minutes just by not resetting. And that's really going to help. All right. Oh, I actually did not take my other device off the Wi-Fi. I like to do that just so there's no interference. If I have no idea if it actually helps. It just feels like it does, right? It makes me feel better about stream stability. All right, so let's get this going. Gyarados level 14 as quickly as possible. That is the goal. All right, looking at my timer. Double check our settings here. We're not going to be nicknaming this time, just because we want maximum speed. We're going to go as fast as we can. 3, 2, 1. Let's get going. Okay, new name. I will always name myself, though. That is just the way I believe it should be played. That's the way it's always felt to me. I always put a name in there. Oops. Weird pathing. That's fine. A 2-second little change is not going to make a big difference. I accidentally hit over as well. We're fine. Okay, give me that Pokeball. Weird pathing. We're fine. I'm stumbling all over the place, but we're good. Oh, I did not change my stats, but that's fine. I can do it after this battle. This should be still fairly fair game. Yep, easy. Okay, he's leaving. We're going to pause right there and reset the DVs. We got a 13 out of 15 in attack again. Pretty good attack DVs. We have to believe... Oops, as I set it accidentally to 0 instead of 15. And we did get a 15 in special. That's really cool. Okay, and they are frozen values. We're good. Okay. Let us go. Come on, Gyarados. We got this. I will be still tackling these Pokemon here on Route 1 just for extra experience. That was actually pretty good for Route 1 encounters. Like that. I like that a lot. I gotta go back to Oak. Gotta bring the parcel back to Oak. Gotta be a good little errand boy. They really loved these type of little side quests before you can even play the game. They like you just to run around and explore the world. Doesn't make as much sense on a repeated playthrough, but it is definitely part of their design philosophy for the first few generations. Okay. So we're going to want to heal up in Viridian after we have used up a little bit of our tackles here and taken a little bit of damage. And then we're going to buy our items and head off to hopefully find a Pidgey in Viridian Forest a little earlier this time so I don't have to stress about knocking out the Pidgeys later. Because because we're going to have to train for a little while. Okay, so we can buy a Pokeball. We're going to just get the 8 potions again. I always do this just because it uses up our money, and we're prepped just in case of any unfortunate events. Is this a speed run as well? Yes. Every Friday, these yellow speed runs are going to be solo running Pokemon Yellow as fast as possible, as quickly as we can go, with only one Pokemon in Vanilla Yellow, except the starter is swapped. It's basically the gist of it. I will drop a save before we start training, just in case something goes wrong. Okay, the early growls is, oh my gosh, stacking up growls. You need a ran. You menace. We do no damage now. There's the crit. Come on, Gyarados, another crit. Come on, Gyarados, another crit. Speed this up. He's just gonna use Lure anyway, though. It's fine. Okay. Slowed down the battle, but still very, very safe for Gyarados because we are real dang strong. Okay. I still will probably need to go back and heal just so I can even have enough tackles to make it through Viridian Forest. In fact, I might go back before I fight this next guy. No, we should be fine for this next guy. Oh, there's our Pidgey. Okay, perfect. Excellent. Okay. That should be an easy guaranteed catch right there. Okay. Let me use another potion just in case we need to use Struggle. We can beat this guy, go back heal, beat the last 2 trainers, and get to Pewter. That is the goal. I like to beat the Light Years trainer before we go back and train. I know it's a few extra steps, but it's a little bit of insurance that, oh, the missed first turn tackle is rough. Oh no, 2 tackles? That 95% accuracy. There we go. We got the level up anyway, though. And we are out of tackles. Technically, Struggle is stronger than Tackle in Gen 1. However, it is also normal type, so it will not help us against Brock. It's still resisted. Don't you think it's better to go for Water Gun first while leveling up? So we don't get Water Gun for a while for Gyarados in Gen 1. I don't think we get it at all, actually. I think we only get Hydro Pump. Now that I'm thinking about it. We're going to skip some of these potions. We had too many, actually, last time. Oops, that's fine. It is fine. We got to fight this guy anyway. He had to walk toward us, which is not technically how you should do this encounter, but all good. Not the string shot. Not the string shot, Metapod. Okay. You know, we're cruising. We already got our Pidgey, which is awesome. What's nice is we do so much damage that the battles are very safe, which is very, very nice. I like that. I will grab that potion, I guess. It's just right there. We should be plenty stocked up now for a while. Our tackle does not do very much even against this Caterpie. Okay. So let's heal up. Let's fight Light Years trainer, and then we have to just train in the forest. That's all we got. The Light Years trainer battle here is very easy, guaranteed. Doesn't Gyarados earn Aqua Tail? I wish in Gen 1. Nope. Gyarados only starts with Tackle until level 20. And then when it gets Bite. And then level 25 it gets Dragon Rage, and then I think at like level 31 it finally gets other moves. It's very rough. It is unfortunate. We're just not going to heal. We're going to go immediately train and then heal a little bit later. Only after Gen 4. Yep, fishy. And in red version, we talked about it a bit at the beginning. So if you want to, after the stream, jump back to the beginning to catch up with all the details about the learn set. It gets a different learn set in red and blue than it does in yellow. And it's much better in red and blue than it is in yellow. It starts with Hydro Pump, Bite, Dragon Rage, and I don't know what the other one was. Water Gun? It starts with 4 moves that are really good. In yellow, it only starts with Tackle until level 20. They really gutted this thing for yellow version, which is just a bummer. Because if we had Hydro Pump, we could just go straight to Brock's minimum battles and like, oh, hello Gyarados, get out of my way. Yeah, it would have been so good. Unfortunately, We're here 7 minutes in, still training in the forest until level 14, just to have a decent, reliable shot to get through Brock's battle. In the cave, we can't get to the cave until we beat Brock. So unfortunately, we're stuck here until after we fight Brock. I don't allow the Brock through walls or other glitches in these playthroughs. It's just playing the game as intended, basically. So because of that, we are a little bit limited in what we can do for Brock, which does help differentiate some Pokemon from each other. Because like one Pokemon that we have on the wheel coming up is Tangela. Tangela only has Constrict for like a long time. And so that immediately sets it apart from other grass types from its early game performance. It's really, really bad. Okay, 2 more tackles. We can take 1 more battle here. I tackled this Pidgey. Okay, we're gonna just go heal. I don't want to have to stop and use potions or anything. We're just gonna get out of here. Isn't it better to train south of the city as has higher level Pokemon? It does sometimes have higher level Pokemon that use. The problem is that the encounter rate's actually higher in the forest than it is in that patch of grass, as well as you can actually get Metapods and Pidgeotos here in the forest, and the evolved forms are actually more experience. So with that caveat, they're actually slightly better, and you can get a level 8 Pidgey in the forest. So those couple of exceptions actually make it better to train in the forest. In Red and Blue, though, you want to train south of Pewter, not in the forest. Because in Red and Blue, the encounter rate is like either 2 or 4 times worse than it is in Yellow. In the forest, the encounters are actually pretty rare in Red and Blue, comparatively, in the forest. So you actually want to train in Pewter instead. It just depends on the version because of the different encounter rates. Light Years Trainer is most cap efficient. You have to black out with him. Yes. The problem is we can't do that. That's the best training, is if you have a Pokemon that you can waste turns with to purposely blackout train on the Light Years Trainer. That's the very best option that you could do. I don't really want to try 13. Like level 13 was really not possible. So we're going to go for 14. I'm not even going to, like I said, not even going to try it at 13. It's tempting because I want to have that even better performance from Gyarados, but just don't think it's possible. So those Metapods are worth a little bit more experience than the Pokemon in the other grass. What am I doing? There we go. Almost 10 minutes in, we're almost ready for Brock. Some Pokemon can beat Brock like under 4 minutes. Not Gyarados. Not Gyarados indeed. I think we were like close to 20 minutes though before, because we took an extra battle with Brock and I was kind of wandering around a little bit more. But I'm thinking we're going to be much closer to a good time. That slow level up, though, is like really rough. It's real bad because we can't even fight the rival on Route 22 early either, because if we do, he'll get a Jolteon. And that will just really wreck us because we don't outspeed a Jolteon in the late game, probably. And then it's just over. When does Gyarados learn Dragon Dance? It doesn't in Gen 1 either, Fishy. It only learns Dragon Rage. It's the only dragon move with dragon in its name that it gets. How close are we to leveling up? Because I could just struggle in the forest here if we're really close. Oh, we're really close. Okay, perfect. I'm just going to struggle then. We're not going to go back and heal. We're really close. We got some intense music going on. Struggle. Okay, that should be enough with Metapod. Yes, 14. There we go. We go. Okay, let's heal. Bruh. Yeah. Like I said, Gyarados got gutted for this version. It's really sad. But once we get rolling, this thing is unstoppable. Once we can plan out everything and get rolling with a decent level, it's so good. We just have to wish for good luck. That crit immediately sets a good precedent. I like that. Another crit. Nice. Good job, Gyarados. Gyarados got through with even better health this time. Okay, Onyx. Be nice, Onyx. How about you just... Okay, biting a crit tackle is not my favorite thing. Okay, not bad, though. The bind is a little bit obnoxious. Yeah, missed the bind. That's great. Okay, bide is not the play. Come on, Gyarados. You got this. You got this, Gyarados. No. Woo! Okay, 2 HP. Okay. We did make it. Okay, I'm going to pause real quick. My hands got real sweaty in that fight. Woo! I got nervous. I got nervous in that fight. That worked, though. Optimized. Literally couldn't have done that at a lower level. Onyx looks so goofy. It really does. It really does. Okay. Awesome. That's good news. That's great news. Okay. We heal up now. We head out to Route 3. And I definitely need to drop a save before we do any battling over there because I do not want to mess that up. That was a very lucky win. So we're going to drop a save real quick. We got the Riley emote. Yes, Fishy, we did. We got our companions, our compatriots, our comrades from the Ironmon stream that are our top performers of all time. Both of them are now here. Oops. Weird pathing. All good. I'm back left at Cinnabar. How did the run go? We got a B tier finish, Michael. However, it was mostly because of things leading up to Elite Four. Elite Four was easy. It was mostly all the stuff in the mid game. Really messed us up. I will use a potion just in case. Yeah, mid game messed us up really bad. Brock also messed us up pretty bad. But we're ahead of schedule now with that Brock fight. That went really, really well. Basically as well as possible. By the skin of your teeth, absolutely. It was as close as it could have been. Get out of the way, Gyarados. Okay. Now we are going to get Water Gun in the cave. That's going to help us a lot. I think we still take the couple of optional battles in the cave. That feels necessary just because, well, we are level 15. Let's actually skip them. Misty was fine. Well, Hiker's quick. Hiker makes sense to do. Probably not Super Nerd in the bottom corner. So we'll skip that guy. We're going to skip that guy. We're going to pick up Water Gun, immediately teach this. Perfect. Okay, so now we have Water Gun. Let's go fight that Hiker. I do need to get the rare candy still. I won't get the potion either. So what we're going to do, we're going to path like this. We're going to go up, over, around. Oops. Zubat got in the way here. Around the Super Nerd. Down, around, and getting this rare candy here. And then just leaving. Hey, Chumon, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. That's fantastic of you. That went to Bam, Guy, Shifty, Icy, and William. Thank you, Chumon. That's fantastic of you. Okay, we're going to go around here. You really are fantastic, Chumon. Let's see. Let's fight this guy. You love these runs? Well, thank you, Zachary. It's very kind of you. Let's Water Gun all these rock types out of the way. If we encounter any Geodudes in the wild, we can also knock them out very easily. Nice, Chumon. You felt the need. Well, I'm glad, Chumon. That's great of you. Now you want shrimp Alfredo? That does sound pretty nice, doesn't it? Sounds pretty darn tasty. Oh, that was really good encounter luck. We went a long way without encounters. Shifty got the membership, I believe. That was fantastic. Good stuff. Okay. Super Nerd should be pretty darn easy as far as things go. Voltorb technically is probably better to use Tackle. Not even going to waste the time to swap the moves, though. We're just turboing through as much as we can of this fight. We want the Dome Fossil. And we are decent enough health. I'll use a potion just to be safe. Let's fight Team Rocket. And then next up is Cerulean Gym. This should, I think, get us level 18, which is all we really need for Misty. We probably should be using Tackle. No, Water Gun's just better. Water Gun's a little bit better. Even with the badge boost and everything, Water Gun still just slightly outperforms Tackle. With at least my mental calculation. I don't have anywhere on the overlay that tells me exact damage, just base damage without stab or anything like that, because it's a little bit of a simple program. But yeah, I hope next will be Magnemite. That's going to be really, really tough one. That might be one of the worst runs up there too. It's going to be a wild experience. I'll drop a save just in case, because this Goldeen is a little bit worrying. Its special is actually lower than its physical defense by a little bit, but I think it's still better to go for tackle. Oh my gosh. Not the confusion. Okay, I'm going to run back and heal, just so I don't use all my potions. Because it won't take that much longer to heal at the Poke Center than to open up and use multiple potions. And we can save them for later. Because that would take most of our potions to get up to full health. Save. Time for Misty. You love the note and stickers? Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad that you got it already. That's awesome. I was curious when everything would be arriving. Because depending on where you guys live, it very much changes how long it takes to get your gifts out to you guys. So thank you. Thank you for the love. And thank you for all you do, Colton. You really support the channel so much. You do fantastic support for the channel. The emojis are the best. They really are awesome. Best part of the membership. First try Misty? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm even going to teach Bubble Beam right now. We're just going to add that onto the moveset right now. We go heal up again. Got to go pick up that rare candy. And then we start the rival battle. I'm not even going to save. Because with Bubble Beam, it was literally just a bunch of one-shots. I'm not even taking the time. I'm just going to rearrange my moveset and sweep. Blastoise, Lapras, and Vaporeon, the goats. Love that. Bubble Beam! Bubble Beam everything! Okay. With that, we actually have enough PB. I'm not even going to go back to the Pokemon Center. We're going to cut an extra heal right there. We're just going to keep rolling. We don't stop. It's amazing how Pokemon can forget how to tackle. That is a good point. They feel like they should not forget that, huh? That feels like it should just be kind of a built-in instinct. Bubble Beam is a little bit better. So I have to Bubble Beam as much as possible just to speed up, at least at first here. But it is somewhat limited in PP. But we have enough Bite and Tackle that we can also use that. I think Bite is our next best move at the moment. So I'm actually going to swap that and Tackle real quick. Because in theory, I could also Bite. Ooh, that was a bad call. But yeah, we can't quite one-shot with Bite. It's not bad, though. It helps diversify so we don't run out of PP. Which mod are you using that allows your Pokemon to follow? Kevin, I actually hacked the ROM myself. It's completely custom for this channel specifically. I love seeing all the emotes in the chat, guys. That's awesome. Do you like the new Lord Dome? The evil Kabuto? I like that one. Okay, let's potion real quick again before we take these battles. We're going to grab our Charmander. No nickname this time. Let's just go. We got to go. If Magnemite gets on top of the D tier, will you make a Magnemite emote? Absolutely. If it does that well, I would be very surprised. Magnemite might need level 80 or 90 to beat the game. It's going to need a lot. It's going to need a lot of help. It's going to be a long stream. Because we'll probably only do one run and it will still be a long stream. Okay, so we are running out of Bubble Beams, but frankly, it's actually kind of perfect. So we can use our last two on this guy, and then we can just use Bite for the next junior trainer over here, or the last. I don't remember what she is. Oh yeah, she's a last. Okay, and then we can just Bite. We're high enough level now that this will one-shot. Perfect. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. Okay. I know Gyarados. So weird. He got turned into a Pokemon. We're going to just splice it right back out of him. Poor Pokemon that he fused with is probably just dead now. Unfortunate. It's awesome. Thank you, Kevin. I love that you like it. We are cruising. Let's go, Gyarados. Okay. We heal up to restore our PP, and then we head to Vermilion. 21 minutes. Not terrible. Not terrible. Totally manageable, feasible. I will heal, save there. I keep saying that. Bubble Beam is probably the way to go. Anyway, right here. Probably would have been better to go with Bite. Never mind, we Bubble Beam because we got hit by Disable. Okay. Let's go. Full Restore. That's just in case we get burned on the SSN by the guy that is blocking the rare candy there. Okay, go, go, go. All right. One dead Pokemon and not a difference. Unless Bill does this every day. I mean, I don't know what Bill's up to. He's doing some strange experiments up there. I've never thought about the Pokemon Bill used. That's horrible. Yeah, you never really find out what happened because it doesn't come back out. It just seems to be gone. Because it seems like he put his own brain into a Pokemon. We have no idea what kind of impact that has on the Pokemon. Terrifying. Okay, we've got our 3 repels for Pokemon Tower. And off to the ship. Let's go. We didn't need rest. I'm going to skip it. No rest this time at all. Ain't no rest for the wicked. Okay, we got poisoned. We actually don't want that status right now, so I got an antidote. That's why we get those at the beginning. I will actually teach Body Slam right now. In this case, we're going to learn how to slam even harder. We're not tackling, we're body slamming. 3, 4 right here. This guy, I can now swap Bite with Body Slam just for my own sake of making sure all my moves are where I want them to be. So I can visualize what I need to do because I need to be a couple of steps ahead when speedrunning like this, or else I delay my decisions and I need to make snappy decisions. Bill and Oak are doing weird experiments all up here. Yeah, very weird. I don't know what the two of them are up to. They're up to no good. Wait, Colton, did you hit YouTube's limit? It sounds like he did, which is really, really funny. The Pokemon evaporated, gone, only atoms. Very possible. Very possible. Okay, that's blue. Let's go talk to the captain here. And then as long as we don't get hit by Thunderbolt, Surge is easy. Surge is always going to be kind of a roll of the dice because I think he's going to survive one hit every time, in theory. Then he has one chance to learn to use Thunderbolt. However, he is not the brightest, despite being the electric gym leader. So he does not know that he should be doing that. He's just picking moves at random. He even has a chance to use an X speed for no reason. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed. Okay, we're gonna save. Now we just body slam. Colton is YouTube's limit. He bought Mr. Beast. Absolutely. Oh, okay, so it's a 3-shot, but does not matter. Surge is just that bad. Okay, let's rock and roll. Let's see. Gotta cut this tree. We need to talk to this guy about his really, really favorite Rapidash. He's a little too into this thing. You also have to wonder where's Bill's body? Gone for a little bit, slumped over in the other pod? I assume so. I assume that he just kind of left his unconscious body in the little pod. I just have to assume that's how it works. I'm assuming that he didn't change his actual body into the Pokemon. I think he had a Pokemon in the other pod and then combined himself, then took himself back out, which is wild. Okay, so now we can switch this bicycle. Away we go. Oops, I should be using the bicycle again. There we go. Oops, not you. Cut there and here. I did not teach Thunderbolt yet. I need to go do that, but I don't need it for this fight. I just need to body slam. Dragon Rage, no thank you. Abandon learning Dragon Rage, absolutely. We do not need it. At this point, we are far beyond the power of Dragon Rage. Okay, let me teach Thunderbolt. Yes, absolutely. In the place of Water Gun, sure. And I should actually switch that to the last slot because it's easiest to get to the top, second, and bottom slots. third slot should be your least priority move for speedrunning because it takes more actions and more thinking to activate those moves. Because you have to navigate, because you can hit up and get around the, basically go around the top to the last, move in the set. But if you are trying to use the third option, which I shouldn't be doing it like that, I should be going around. But if you're using the third option, you always have to arrow down twice or arrow up twice. And you have to think a little bit longer because you have to read down the list, see where it is, all that stuff. Those little things will make a little bit of a difference. Every now and then, just little tiny optimizations are what makes a difference on going fast. And just stuff that you get through practice. I'm a lot better now than I used to be at this type of speedrunning. Whoop, repels are up here now. Okay, go around here. It's also very specific landmarks I'm looking at as far as where I'm at on the map so that I can avoid every single trainer except the required ones, which are only a couple of them. Easy win there. Okay, I'm going to use the last repel right now as well. And we are to the last battle against this last, and we're out of here. Slowpoke tails are spicy? Are they really? That's a wild piece of lore. Or do they just cook them spicy? Is it just a dish like that they prefer to eat spicy? Because maybe it doesn't taste all that good. Although they are supposed to be delicious, aren't they? It's one of those weird things that you can eat from a Pokemon. They later kind of retconned it and said that they fall off naturally. But it did not seem like that was the case in Gen 2 originally. That did not seem like the original idea of the pitch. Team Rocket definitely seemed to be doing something nefarious. 2, 3, 4. So right about here, there's the elixir. And then right there, there's a nugget. So I could actually skip a nugget, or I could pick up an extra nugget. It would actually take extra time, though, so I don't think I want to do that. So I'm actually going to skip the other PP up. We're actually going to skip the one. We're only going to get 2 for Ice Beam. Because frankly, Surf and Thunderbolt have enough PP that it's actually been fine. We haven't used a lot of them. I'm going to cut as much as I can from this run, honestly. So I don't want to take the time to cut the tree. We're trying to get Gyarados in the S tier if we can. It's going to be a tough battle to get there, but I want to try. I have to make some very unfortunate decisions to cut time. Okay, so here we got to sell. We got to sell this. We have to sell these 2 nuggets. We have to sell Paralyze Heal, sure. Just get it out of here. Antidote, sure. Just making space so we don't run out of things. Okay, then we can buy Super Repel. Okay. We are optimizing. We are going. We did want 2 Pokédolls because we do want Mimic. As well as Ice Beam up here at the top. So we need to get a fresh water. Talk to this gal. We definitely want that. Fresh water again. And buy 2 calciums. Perfect. One of those, what do you call it? One of the nuggets is not necessary, but that's not a big deal. PP up. Oh no, I gotta teach Ice Beam first. In the place of Bite. And then we can PP up as well. Ice Beam. And we have our fresh water. Okay, we're done. We're out of here. That's all the shopping and the errands done. We have to go get Fly now. But which Pokemon does what? Does a Charmander fly and a Pidgey cut? Or the other way around? Okay, oops. Teach Fly to Pidgey. Okay, and we can go back to Celadon, open up Saffron. Yeah, have this fresh water. Poor guys don't get anything to drink on the job. Okay. Let's go fight Blue. I'm thinking we just go. I'm thinking we just go drop a saving just in case. I don't see any issue with this fight. Okay, Thunderbolt. Okay, Body Slam. Nice, it knocks out. Who else is S tier? We had a few. We had 4 different ones. So Gengar is S tier so far. Clefable is S tier. Snorlax and Vaporeon. Those are our 4 S tiers so far. Our A tier is pretty full. We want, oops, one step, and we immediately encounter. Not Pokédoll, Super Repel. Oh, what am I doing? I don't need the strength. I was about to use strength. I'll drop a save just in case. I don't think I need to. Just in case. Who's that, Pogo? Oh, I've been using the wrong move. Good thing I healed, I guess. We're gonna be fine, though. We're gonna be just fine. Just fine. Yep. Gyarados has been able to get through my really bad play there. Okay, there's the last elixir. We are good to go now. The heal is very nice. We got 2 more battles. Then it is time for Team Rocket. If you give Slowpoke a fire, water, thunderstone, etc., stones, and its tail, then a Cloyster or the pre-evolution, what happens to Slowpoke? Will it die? Well, it's an interesting... So, it seems like there was a Pokemon that was the Shelder that is on Slowpoke's tail. That was not actually a Shelder. Because I know that that's kind of the lore now, right? Is that it was Shelder. There was another Pokemon that was supposed to be in that... with that design in that place that was related somehow in... like either evolution line or in lore to, what do you call it? Shelder. But it was cut from Gen 1 and then almost included in Gen 2 and then cut again and then never, was given a place in the Pokedex. I'm guessing it was some sort of alternate evolution to Cloyster or something, that just never made it into the game. But from there we have Ice Beam. Let's go try to take on Erica right now. That's another optimization we can make right now. If anybody knows about this Shelder, the alternate Shelder, or its name, try to put it in the chat. Just see if you guys know about this too, because I've seen the old drawings of it. I'll just save just in case. It would have been cool if it was a pre-evolution Shelder. I think that would be really cool. Some sort of like weird little clam, like little spiky thing. I don't even know what to call it. Sea urchin-y thing. Ice Beam still one-shots at a lower level. That's kind of wild. I'm just going to go for it. I don't think we need to save. Takes a few extra seconds off. If we were one-shotting that other trainer, I think we're going to be comfortable enough here. Because we're not weak to the grass moves. And she will probably still prioritize them. We even one-shot everything. Look at that. Gyarados is unstoppable. 34 minutes. We have 4 badges. Much better run already. Okay, so we need to fly back to Celadon. I don't need to heal, but we're gonna heal anyway. We're not doing any battles on the bike route, but it is what it is. We're healed up for next time when we need to do something else. Okay, so we need a Super Repel right here, as well as the Poke Flute. We're grooving. We're moving. There we go. That little corner is one of those ones that makes me nervous. There's Rare Candy. There's the PP Up, which I can immediately use, actually, just to free up a space. We're going to use that on Ice Beam again. So we have tons of uses of Ice Beam and Thunderbolt. We're plenty good. We're plenty fine. Now, we do want Surf, so I think it was worth, even though we can technically get encounters still, in the Safari Zone, because we're not high enough level to use a Repel efficiently. Oh, Taban, yes. Okay, thank you. Who was that? Chromazak, for knowing that. Taban, that was the name of the Shelder pre-evolution thing, right? That was related to Slowbro. We are schmoovin'. We are schmoovin' and we are groovin'. Okay, Super Repel again. Try to prevent some encounters if we can. I don't want Skull Bash, but I want a Protein. Got some music bopping. Let's go. Intense music. Battle music. We have enough spaces in our inventory now because of all that optimization that we did not have to toss anything right there. I can use the vitamins. Is there anything else I need to use right now? There is not. Okay, so now I can dig. We are locked in. We are locked in. Okay, now Saffron. Saffron first for the Rockets. We can get some more vitamins in here as well as some experience. We need to get to level 38. if we need to go out and train in Koga's gym too, we can before blue. Well, we need to get to level 36. Because we get to level 36, I did not teach Surf. If we get to level 36, we can use 2 rare candies. I need to teach Surf. For Bubble Beam. There we go. Okay. Carbos. Rare candy. Use the Carbos before these battles, just in case it makes a difference. Otherwise, we're good. Okay, we don't want to fight that guy. The super nerds sometimes have electric Pokemon, which we do not want. However, there's a calcium over here. As well as a bonus elixir right here, just in case. Okay, Surf. Nice, one shot. No Leer, thank you very much. Make Turban a split evolution to Shelter. That would be awesome. It was Taban. I kind of like the name Taban, which is just Turban, but it gives it a little bit more character than just calling a Pokemon Turban. That, for some reason, feels less interesting. Just literally giving it a name of an object. Surf. Surf the Eradicate. And then Body Slam the Hypno. Body Slam again. Okay, so we're going to fight the same essential trainers that we did before. I'm thinking we got to go to Koga's gym too. Unless we want to spend more time in here. Which is always a possibility. Sonic Boom. Get out of here. Don't go boom. Okay, we're just gonna go into this battle. They're not leveled up very much. We're just gonna take the chance. We're playing a little bit risky today. On this run, we are trying to optimize. We are moving. I should use Surf on the Machop. All good though. Okay. So I need level 36. I'm not going to get it on this last trainer. Just not really gonna happen. In that situation, I'm thinking that we should go to Koga's gym just for the extra trainers. Because they're really good experience. And that's most of the really good experience from trainers here. So, in that case, what I'm going to do, we're going to dig out of here. We cleared the way to blue. I'm going to go now to Koga's gym. We're going to heal up just in case, because we're going to battle a couple of different trainers in here. We need to get to level 36 as closely as we can. We don't want to over-level if possible. We're a little lower level than last time, but it should be okay. Poison gas. All right. I did want that for Koga. However, I'm now poisoned right now. So interesting question is, do we just try Koga before blue? Maybe is worth. Oops, I should have used... Oh. He just fails anyway. It's fine. Should use Surf. Should probably still be using Surf, maybe. Okay, it's because I have a couple of rare full restores. I do. Oh, I have a calcium and a protein. What am I doing? I'm walking around with these vitamins, just hanging out. Okay, I have a hyper potion. Let's see if we can get to Koga. Because this last one, we can use this last trainer to poison us again if we want to. Okay, I'm thinking we're actually going to be not as high level as I was hoping. Let's drop a save here just in case. If I can beat this guy, I can use an axe potion to heal. And we just hopefully get to 36, maybe. That's the plan. That's the goal. Then we just try Koga first. Oh, man. Okay, never mind. Abort. We're going to, because we just leveled up, right? Oh, no, we're about to level up to 36. Okay, in that case, we're going to get the frick out of here. We're going to save that guy. We're going to use that guy to get poisoned before Koga. We're ditching that plan. We're going to go to Rival, because we can just fight literally like one encounter right here. Maybe two, because the Rattata is not that good of an encounter. Nope. That's all we needed. Literally just that. Okay. So, that gets us to the level we need for blue. We can now go up to level 3, go straight to blue, use the rare candies. Thinking. Big brain in this. Okay. Okay, so we're going to use 2 rare candies right now. A little bit earlier than before. But that gets us to the minimum level required for blue. We were full health, right? Yep. Okay, we're good. We're going. We go. Squawkabilly only run would be kind of crazy. Dunsparce. I would love to do a Dunsparce run. Oh, I'm poisoned. Wait, I can't be paralyzed then. Is it maybe beneficial? I don't know. I do not know. Okay, so here comes the kicker. Does this 2-shot? Please 2-shot with Body Slam. Yes, okay. That is what's required to win this fight. Surf probably still better. Doesn't matter. Crit. Okay, so that's really, really good. We can use a full restore right there. Only 1 reset so far, and we've beaten blue. I'm going to save. These 2 should be a piece of cake. Both Team Rocket and Giovanni. And then we can keep on keeping on. I might pause here after Team Rocket so we can catch up with chat and take a quick breather and get some water. Okay. 42-54 so far. We've beaten Rival 5, 4 gym badges. We're about to fight Giovanni and Sylph and finish the Rocket plotline. And then we have Koga, Blaine, and Sabrina. Sorry, Kevin, I was missing your chats. My favorite Pokemon, I have several different ones from the first few generations specifically, because those are the ones I played the most. So today, I'm going to say Squirtle. Squirtle's one of my absolute favorite, just like, has always been really up there for me as far as design. I was a Squirtle kid in Red and Blue. I had Pokemon Red first. I then begged for Pokemon Blue with Blastoise on it. Literally, even though it's not that different, both to be able to complete the Pokedex more, which I wanted, but also I just loved like being able to have Blastoise on the cover. I loved Squirtle. I don't know, guys. All I want to do is learn Japanese. I don't want to join the Owl cult, the Duolingo cult. It is very weird. Duolingo is very expensive as well. There's a lot of cheaper options to learn languages just as easily as Duolingo. Duolingo is fine. Thoughts on Snorlax? Gens 1 and 2 is incredible. It's a monster in Gens 1 and 2. That was because I love Squirrel. Yeah, I say Pokemon names kind of weird. I mean, I'm working on a video right now for next week, and my voiceover, I catch so many of them I say weird. I also say Poliwag instead of Poliwag, even though I think Poliwag is correct. A lot of this stuff I learned how to say as a kid, so a lot of my pronunciation is incorrect. Okay, back to it. Let's fight Giovanni. He was a pushover last time, so I'm feeling good about this. Okay, Surf. We're just going to Surf everybody, I think. Because even though our attack is higher, Surf base power is really good, so I don't think it matters. And it's super effective on these last 2. And then I don't have to think about my move choice. Awesome. So level 40 was exactly what we wanted for Koga last time. I do have to kind of manipulate these trainers to poison me. So there is a good chance that they can poison. I will save right here. We have to manipulate this guy to poison me. If not, there's a junior trainer that can also do the same. I guess Thunderbolt. Come on. Crit. Okay, never mind. Come on, poison me, Hypno. Come on, poison me, Hypno. Ah, okay. Let's do this right. We wanted to get poisoned. It was more reliable. I'm going to walk over and show this junior trainer that I was talking about. This lass right here, our junior trainer, has a lot of poison powder on her team. However, she might go for sleep powder. Hopefully not. No, it seems random. Paralysis is not what we want to see. Yeah, no. Did that just add a reset counter without actually resetting? I'm going to decrement that. I was at 1, right? We're going to try that again. I think the best strategy here is just to try to get poisoned again here. And then try again at the other. No, you used it and you missed. You used it and you missed. There it is. Okay, perfect. That worked much better. I'll take the reset for that. Hey, Jaden. How are you doing today? Why poison? So Koga has sleep powder on several different team members here, and it's actually a big problem. So if you're poisoned, he can't do it. He'll prioritize it, especially against water types like Gyarados. So he'll put me to sleep and then just hit me with so many psychics and drop my special that it's a huge issue. So if we're poisoned, we can avoid that. The only issue becomes this Venomoth at the end here that can spam a double team, but we get a crit. We need to get lucky with not getting hit by not missing with double team. We do. Very good. That's just totally luck for Koga. That double team situation, so we got to get poisoned, which requires luck. And then we have to get to the Venomoth at decent health and not miss too many times, even though it's setting up double team, in order to get the win there. So I'm going to go to Blaine first. Blaine was no problem at all. It probably makes more sense to fight him before what do you call it? Before I go to Sabrina. Swimming Gyarados, surfing Gyarados. I just love this sprite so much. Took 2 seconds to kind of show it off there. It's fine. It's just so cool. Okay, all right. I will grab these vitamins though, because we can, and we're gonna be a little bit lower level. I'll probably skip the iron, just because it does take a little bit longer. Wasn't really necessary. Oop. And then I mess up the the door. Okay. And then I can use all of that. Let's see. Where is my calcium? My Carbos. My Sharona. Okay. Whoa, that was weird. Took a little bit too far. That guy is also random. A fact I've also given before, but that trainer down there, that bandit or burglar, who's what he's called. The burglar is the first spinning trainer in the franchise. I did not hit the switch. But he's the first spinning trainer in the franchise, even though he actually doesn't function properly. He's supposed to attack you if you get in his line of sight, but he does not. You have to actually talk to him. But he is the first spinning trainer, and the only, I believe, spinning trainer in Gen 1. The first one we ever see. Okay, heal up just in case. I think I already healed, but now it's time for Blaine. I'm not too worried. We were level 42 last time, which was perfectly fine. Gotta answer all these questions right to skip all these trainers. Since grass move type, yeah, yep, exactly. So in Gen 1, a lot of these status moves are have typing besides had to do that twice for some reason because I accidentally clicked it too long. But yeah, if the typing of a status move is actually super effective, Gen 1 sees that as the same thing. I double saved. Sees that as the same thing as an attacking move, so it can't tell the difference, which is important for strategizing for Gen 1. Also, isn't he the only trainer you have to talk to that isn't a boss, right? Very possible. Wow, that was really unlucky. Crit takedown was massive damage. Damn you, spinners. Speedrunner, probably. I mean, the spinners are really annoying. Scott's Thoughts has actually completely patched the spinners of Gen 2 out of his game so that he can't be caught by them, which is a pretty cool approach, but I feel like a little bit unnecessary because I feel like it changes the game a little bit too much for my taste. I prefer the vanilla games as much as possible, but that can be done to remove spinners because they are kind of obnoxious, but I don't know if it's truly in the spirit of Pokemon. Because at times 4 speed, there's really no dodging spinners. They spin so quickly, they're near impossible to avoid. All right, so we're gonna go get Mimic here. Mimic from the Copycat Girl. It's gonna be very important. Make sure I got it. Yep. Sometimes I'm not reading the text that closely, and I have to double check what I'm doing. But Mimic is very important for the Elite Four. So that's why we're doing that. We're going to save here just in case. We have higher special now, so I'm not that worried. We're going to outspeed the key opponents right here, so that will be fine. Unless Alakazam gets crazy. Like, he did 1 damage! So that is actually the lowest damage that Psywave can inflict. Psywave is a random damage based on anywhere from 1 to 1.5 times the level of the opponent's Pokemon, and it actually functions differently. If it's an opponent's Pokemon or a trainer Pokemon, it actually calculates with different ranges, which is really weird. But yeah, she has anywhere between 1 damage and like 75 damage, just based on level, roughly, that she can deal there, and she dealt 1 damage. Why is Nidoking so good in a speed run? It can learn a lot of not only HM moves if you're trying to do it with just a Nidoking, like you can learn Surf and stuff on it to avoid catching other Pokemon, as well as it's got pretty decent stats. It's available early as well, so like, and it levels up as quickly as the starters, which is really rare for early catch Pokemon. So all of that together makes it pretty darn solid. The growth rate especially is something that's really important for a Pokemon. Okay, I need to be level 45 here. Screw it. No, we should fight. We should fight them. We can easily knock these trainers out. I thought way too long about that. We can easily knock these trainers out. We should just do the training, because we can knock that guy out, and then there's a guy over here. We should fight these trainers. They give good, decent enough experience. We should save the rare candies just in case. How much experience do we need now? 5,000 per. I think we can actually get between these two trainers. I think we can get it without any rare candies, and they're not that long of a battle. And I can use an elixir against for Giovanni. So I think that's going to be our tactic here. Surf. Does that give us enough? It does not. That does not. Oh, that's unfortunate. All right. I got to go this way then. That's the only way. We got to do it. This guy might be overkill though. Oh, not the paralysis. I think I have another full restore. Oh my goodness gracious. Please do not knock me out. Okay, perfect. I have a full restore. I do. Perfect. That was crazy. Gonna avoid that guy. Gonna go back out here. Okay, so now we're level 45 without using rare candies. I think that's necessary. Since we've already used several, you can use an elixir as well right here. Gonna drop a save. Okay. That should then make Giovanni a guaranteed fight. So no reset on Giovanni is the goal here. Surf everything. Oh no, not the sand attack is like the worst thing that could actually happen there. That drops our accuracy down from 100% to 66%. Okay, we got it on Nidoqueen. Come on, Nidoking. Okay. And now knock this guy out. No rock slide, please. Thank you. Okay. We got lucky. That was lucky that we didn't miss. Very lucky. We should have in all of those attacks. Okay. That does mean that we are ready to fight the rival out here on Route 22 and head to Elite Four, possibly S tier. We are on track to possibly be S tier, which is huge. We are slightly higher level here as well, not level 44. So I think we're going to be in a better spot here. Stream got paused. Yeah, it shouldn't have, but sometimes it buffers a little bit. So apologize if it does. There's 2 separate streams running at the same time, so it can sometimes buffer. Hi, Bob Wong. How you doing? Okay, please. Oh, no. Okay, the crit was huge. That was necessary. We low rolled on that first hit. That was really bad. Okay, please knock it off. Okay. Body slam. Body slam again. Okay. I'm just going to Hyper Potion. That should be enough in case that we run into a trainer by accident, which I'm not planning on doing any training in Victory Road, but just in case. All these little, like, the bike messes me up there and I can't even hardly do it walking normally. Okay. Off to the Elite Four. Go, 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 go. Do, 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 do. Okay. Oh, nope, it's Gyarados. Gyarados has to surf. We might be able to beat Vaporeon with Gyarados here. Vaporeon is just barely on the tail end of S tier. So it's possible. You're telling me there's a chance. Oh, we didn't even ever get... Oh, no. Oh, no. I never got strength. Oh, no. Okay. All right. No wonder I felt like I was running out of rare candies. I was down one. Rip. Hopefully not. It's going to add a little bit of time. But I'm going to really lock in here. It's going to add just a bit, but luckily we don't have to talk to them again. Oh. Yum. Ah! Opening the menu made it not worth the this time savings. Ah, surf. Okay, here we go. Don't have to talk to them again, which is nice. But we do have to make it all the way through with only 2 super repels now. Okay. Gonna push this boulder. We're gonna go. We're gonna rock and roll. Technically, we could use the rare candies now. We actually are at 1 level higher, so I don't think it's a problem. I think we're high enough level. I think we can actually technically still have an encounter. Okay, so I'm gonna bicycle. I'm going to... I'm actually gonna wait on the super repel until last second here. Gotta very carefully maneuver. There we go. Okay. Locked in. Let's go. We have to go. We have to go. Okay, come on. We're gonna have to really sweep the league, but oh no! We can't get an encounter. Oh my gosh. Onyx is so fast. Okay, we're just going to use those rare candies. No Hyper Beam. Abandoned Learning Hyper Beam. Okay, 53. Exactly where we want to be. Go. Okay, so now we're leveled up. We're ready for Lorelei. Okay, the repel wore off. This is going to be obnoxious now. We don't have that much farther to go. Please, just no encounters. Please. Oh my goodness gracious. This is obnoxious. We're so close. But I don't have anything to heal the paralysis. That's actually a problem. We go. Yeah, it's going to make it so we're going to lose the S tier. You forget if you do the grass gym first. I know I said it and then I totally spaced it. We're out of there though. Okay. We are free. We are free. Heal up, Gyarados. We need to buy our full restores. We need to swap our bike with our full restores. Save. We still want Body Slam for now, just in case. For Jinx. But we are rock and rolling now. Let's go. We just Thunderbolt until Jinx. Dugong is sleeping. Perfect. No damage. Cloyster goes down. Cloyster goes down. Nice. That's actually an improvement from last time. Psychic. That's fine. That is fine indeed. Okay. Body Slam. And Body Slam. Lovely Kiss missed. That's so nice. And Body Slam. That's fine. Thunderbolt. Get out of here. Okay. We're not quite going to make it into S tier. Oh, no. I'm not even gonna, we're just going. You can still do it. You have to believe. I mean, we got a ways to go still. We got 3 more battles in only 15 seconds. So we know Gyarados could do it. We know Gyarados could do it. With a little bit more luck. Granted, we did get really lucky in a couple of battles, to be fair. We got really lucky in a couple battles. Oh, you need to teach Mimic. And pays a Body Slam. Here we go. S- tier, basically. A tier is still good. A tier is really good for this thing. So we need a Mimic. Substitute. Veggie is here. She just got home. Look what you've done. Lily's all excited now. Oh! Ice Beam didn't one-shot. Okay. Everyone's saying hi, Veggie. We got the ghost emojis. I love it. Emotes, emojis, whatever you want to call it. Okay, come on. Come on. Oh, no. Dang it. I probably should have set up another substitute. I was trying to just get through it. Yes, you can choose what you're mimicking in Gen 1. Oh, I didn't. Ah, that was my bad. I didn't save after Mimic. I saved before. Hi, Lily. Lily. Oh, hang on. Lily, come on. Okay, I'm back. Lily wanted some attention. So I had to go drop off Lily with Veggie. Okay, I'm back. Okay, Mimic. Teach Mimic again over Body Slam. Actually save it this time. Now we go. Lily was sabotaging. She was indeed. Okay, Mimic. Substitute. Lick, that's fine. Substitute. Okay. Now from here, we just surf. Got the frantic music. We gotta go. Go back actually goes down that time. Surf. Surf. Surf again. Surf another time. Ah, not the wrap. And surf. No Confuse Ray. Love it. You cannot hit me with that Confuse Ray. And the crit. Okay. Agatha down. Let's go. Okay. Full restore. Elixir. But we don't need to do anything else. We can save right there. All right. Time to rock and roll. Thunderbolt. And then Ice Beam everything. Ice Beam! Ice Beam! I don't think we get the level up to 57, but it's probably very close. Oh, hello. That actually does not one-shot. Does if with a crit, though. It doesn't matter. We don't quite get the level up to 57. That's kind of a bummer. We almost get level 60 again, but instead we get level 59, which should be plenty fine. That should be plenty good enough. Okay. Save. And go. Oak used early stage dementia. Oak is confused. Okay, so we're gonna mimic Earthquake because there's not much Sandslash can do against us. And then we can Surf. And then we can Earthquake. Oh, the Kinesis. That's the worst thing Alakazam could do. Not the accuracy drops. That's my weakness. That's my biggest weakness. Okay, we got this. We got this. Thunderbolt. Probably Surf. Oh no, Earthquake was the right choice. Doesn't matter. There it is. 103.59. Just a hair under 104. 103.59. Let's see what the game time is. Let that roll. Level 60 Gyarados. What was my grandson's name again? Oak just having no clue where he is at any time. 354. Wow. So that's almost a little over 20 minutes of game time. And 10 minutes and 28 seconds, something like that, of real time. Shaved off. Not bad at all for an improvement there. Let's go ahead and pull up our tier list, though, and see where these initial results for Gyarados landed. So Gyarados is not as good as it would be in Red and Blue. However, it's still pretty good. It still is better than the monster that is Chansey. That is pretty good. Yeah, that is really good. It's only behind the legendaries and Lapras in the A tier, but it's solid. It's not bad. Once it has its moves, once it has Mimic for Earthquake, once it has Surf and Thunderbolt, it's kind of just incredible at that point. So top of A tier, not bad at all. It does mean that we have even more Pokemon in our A tier, but that is bound to happen at some point. We can always rearrange these tiers to some extent. Yeah, so that is where that would put us, right here, fourth in line in the A tier. We do need some Pokemon that are lower in the list. We have some on our wheel that can still be options for really rough playthroughs. A tier is still good. I'm pretty happy with A tier. I knew that it would be really tough to get it in S tier. I think it's possible. I mean, we made that big backtrack to lose like a minute or two. I don't know exactly how long we lost there. We have to go back and clock it. I still think we were outside of S tier even with that, though. But without any resets, with best luck ever, we could probably beat Vaporeon and get in the S tier. So I think it's possible. Have we done a Ditto run? We have not. Ditto was near impossible in Gen 1. It's not technically impossible. It is near impossible, though. So I probably will not be doing a Ditto run for this series. I might do maybe that as an edited video if I can find a way to make it work. It's not going to be something that can be done with much ease. It's probably going to be 4 or 5 hours of real time and all of that, because the problem with Ditto in Gen 1 is that when you use Transform, it steals the opponent's stats. So no matter how high your level is, when you use Transform, you just take their stats. And you can't beat a lot of the battles in Gen 1 with struggle because it's a normal type. So like against rock types and against ghost types, it's kind of not good. Yeah, if you don't forget strength, you could save some time. I think that we'd still be a little bit outside of the S tier, but it has the potential to get there one day. We can always return to some of these, like Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur, I think, should be A tier. With a little bit more luck with Sleep Powder at the end of the game, Bulbasaur could have easily beaten Jinx even, and gotten in the A tier. And I want to do that again someday too. But these are initial results. Gyarados is A tier. So from there, let's go ahead and jump to our spin the wheel. So in these playthroughs here, we are trying to get every single Pokemon from Kanto. I also upscaled this, by the way. We're trying to get every single Pokemon in Kanto through the entire game, if possible, and get some initial results and make a tier list from there. There is Magnemite. There should be. Yep, it's over by Kadabra on the left side of the wheel right now. It is indeed there. So we have everything from Dratini and Magnemite that'll be really bad playthroughs to something like Hitmonlee that I have pretty high faith in. Vileplume is also really good. But let's see what we do. Spin that wheel. Let's spin the wheel. All right. For our next week's playthrough, we are going to be playing as Ekans. We got the water Ekans, now it's the poison Ekans. It's the poison type snake Ekans for next time. That is gonna be, whoo, that's gonna be rough. It is Snick. It is time for Snick. Hope it lands on Pika Blue. There is no Pika Blue. Pikachu is really rough in these games. Bro, we're cooked. We're going to make it work. This one might be one of the ones we only get one run in a stream. I do not have high hopes. This thing is going to be rough. The Snook, the Poison Gyarados. That's awesome, you guys. Yeah, so Ekans next time. Just a heads up, this will not be next Friday, actually. This will be the week after. I have some family visiting next week, so I won't be streaming next week. It'll be the week after, but the next yellow stream will be Ekans in a solo run. That is guaranteed. That is awesome. But that is it for now. That's our runs with Gyarados. A tier finish for Gyarados. Thank you everybody that has joined and watching. Why not Arbok? We're also going to play Arbok. We're going to play Arbok separately. Every single Pokemon gets its own placement. Like, we're going to make the whole 151 in their own placements. But yeah, that's it for now. Keep an eye out for a future stream. I will be streaming tomorrow for maybe the finale of the Pokemon Black stream. I don't know how the storyline goes from here. It's a blind playthrough. So I'm totally unaware of how much longer the story goes. But we will be picking that up again tomorrow at 10 a.m. So keep an eye out for that. That is Pacific time. But that's it. So I'll go ahead and call the stream here. Thank you everybody that's joined. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Chumon. Thank you, Good. Of course, thank you, Cole. And I guess Colton is what I meant, but also Cole. And Colton for the donation earlier. Thank you so much for donating literally so much that YouTube had to stop you. Colton, you're fantastic. And hope you guys are enjoying the shirts for those of you that got that won the giveaway and for Colton as well. That's it for today. Have a good one.